WIFTBPM.
Ladies Jackson.
If you could make up a social media holiday, what would it be?
Randy said National Don't Let No One Put You Down Day.
No one. What you gonna do? So when they say something crazy, you slap them?
Be like, hey, said. Riis said a Juke-a-thon day.
Man, we about 60 years old. I be done had a heart
You
attack.
gotta get your heart rate up.
Okay, that not that far.
Yeah. All right, Mario said my favorite one. My friends and I do what we call National Call Off from Work Day.
As a business owner, I don't.
You don't like that, yeah.
I don't like that one.
Because I'm the boss of this family.
We got Marcus Garvey Day from Remy too.
Oh, Marcus Garvey Day. All right, what will we do on Marcus Garvey Day?
Call off from work.
I'm gonna need you to go ahead and come in tomorrow. That would be great. Okay?
Yeah, right.
Every black holiday has something to do with calling off from work.
You're cool. I'm out.
How about National Join a Positive Black Organization Day? Because I don't want to be recruited. I don't want to be recruited and the brothers be like, thank you. Thank you. How about National Tell White People the Truth Day? Tell them how you really feel.
You can't handle the truth.
Why don't we call that National Black People Get Locked Up Day?
I'm going to tell them there's an African-American man threatening my life.
Hello.
The most dangerous show in the morning.
The crown and you keep calling it. Give you some love and you want all of it. I'm out here working, nigga, get grip. I'm just trying to touch a million. Just wanna coexist. I say you clingy and you contradict. Give you my heart, you think it's counterfeit. Give you my word and you won't trust in it. What's the point of loving me if you don't know what trust is? I need the it you give now. Please don't back down. For me, oh, 'cause I need that ease. Put your pride aside for me. That ease. While I'm out trying to get that ease. Know that I need that ease. Yeah. Put your pride aside for me, baby. You're insecure, it's driving me crazy. I'm trying to get it and you keep on saying it. All my love is never enough. I put up with you for too long, now I'm over it. You want affection, I need money, I'ma call it quits. That ease, that ease, that ease. Put your pride aside for me. That ease. While I'm trying to get it at ease. That ease. Put your pride aside for me. Put aside.
Today, the Biden administration is releasing what it calls a new strategy to fight domestic terrorism following a 100-day review, federal officials are now laying out a new plan hoping to deter, detect, and prosecute domestic
They
terror.
went to the Capitol waving their flags and looking for smoke. He was out there looking for justice. They was over there looking for votes. Ashley Babbitt was with him and told all the people that nothing could stop us. She climbed through that Capitol window, breached security, and called a shot, bro. The media say she a veteran. They paint the picture to make her look greater. But she disrespected the same country that she served. That makes her a traitor. They was fighting police, resisting arrest. On God, I couldn't believe it. I guess blue lives only tend to really matter when it's convenient. Hey, these are the times we witness in history, all because they didn't get a victory. United States is so contradictory. We get equal rights, that's a mystery. Politicians, they more like magicians. You know they got tricks up their sleeve. We point out the flaws that's up in this country. You know they gonna tell us to leave. Somebody try to help me understand it. Always seems like a double standard. They be out here leaving us empty-handed to certain rights we are not granted. The media is the culprit when it comes to the comparison. Cause when it comes to race, they always changing up the narrative. It's terrorism. They say you a patriot, call you a hero. I call it terrorism. And that's on the real. You know and we know. I say it's terrorism. They say you a patriot, call you a hero. I call it terrorism. And that's on the real. You know and we know. I say it's terrorism. They say you a patriot, call you a hero. I call it terrorism. And that's on the real. You know and we know. I say it's terrorism. They say you a patriot, call you a hero. I call it terrorism. We still out here trying to get our reparations, but the government pump faking out here hesitating.
WIFTBPM.
What's in it for the black people?
You are listening to the most dangerous show. This is What's in It for the Black People Radio. Maze Jackson. Maze Jackson, the most vociferous advocate for black people in the world.
For Ruthie Moore, for Ty Stroger, I am the host of the Maze Jackson Show, asking every single day, what's in it for the black people? And if you don't like it, you can still tell them Maze said, Mayor Lightfoot, man, we ain't accepting that. We ain't accepting that. Let's go. Yeah.
Let's get down to business and go ahead and address the facts, man. Lightfoot seems more lesbian than black. Rahm Emanuel's another case. He was just as tired. 50 closed schools left much to be desired. Police had Anjanette naked on that body cam. They suppressed the footage so it couldn't touch a lot of hands. Reminds me of that 16 shots in that cover-up. Both of them similar, so I went and dug it up. George Floyd killed, a lot of riots happened in the town. Southside burned and they wouldn't let them bridges down. Grandmother sick, need a prescription and plus a couple groceries. You gon' have to travel just to get it now. COVID-19 out here shutting all the business down. Not enough SBA loans to even give around. So many failed businesses that you could put them in the pile. If you don't survive the pandemic, it's gonna sit you down. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. Shout out to Willie Wilson, hope one day you get to send it. We need some different players in the game to handle business. Too many shady characters like Madigan and Blago. But when you really break it down, it's typical Chicago. City full of gangsters, it's what the land was built on. Same streets with hood legends, DNA get spilled on. Carjackers out here lurking, trying to get they steal on. Looking for a block to put them Hellcat wheels on. Let us give bogus appraisals a red line. Car crackers out here getting minimal fair time. And I'm concealed carry, I stay with the pipe. But Illinois gun laws giving minimal rights. Stay up on the swivel, make sure I'm moving tight. Check all of my mirrors when I pull up to the light. Pick my homie up from out of town, man, he caught a flight. He was hella nervous, told him, shorty, this a way of life. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks.
Wake up, Chicago! Wake up, world. This is the Maze Jackson Show on a Friday. I don't know what done happened with my computers. So I done lost some stuff, but it is Friday. I don't think we've named Friday. Have we scared it? Freaky Friday, Funked Out Funk Fest Friday. Forget about it Friday. I don't know what the heck we gonna call it. Not Freaky Fridays because I don't got no freaking, man. You know what? Do y'all remember Adina Howard? I'ma be a freak until the early morn. Okay, well, that's not gonna go. No Ruthie today. Ruthie is probably getting all dolled up for our big day tomorrow. So I'm excited to get dressed up. Do you really wear I'm gonna have to wear a tux in Kankakee? Like, I ain't even tripping though, because the Stephen Cameron Rose done set it out. I know they gonna have some good food too. I got a feeling, you know when it be the banquets and it be like the good food, not like the chicken food, I got a feeling they not gonna be around here having us eating like, I bet we get fried chicken. I hope. Maybe a steak. Dang, man. I'm excited about tomorrow. The Stephen Cameron Rose. Also, it is Urban League Gala Day tomorrow, so I know it's going to be a lot of other black folks getting all dolled up, getting up to go down there. No, Ruthie. Okay, dag nabbit. Dag, a mother can't get a day off. You know how the millennials do. She got a 2-day work week and she needed a vacation. Nah, Ruthie is taking care of some business this morning. So it'll be me and Riis rolling this bad boy on this Friday. They gonna get my pressure up today. I think my pressure is already up. I ain't gonna even lie to you. Did anybody watch ESPN yesterday? Anybody watch ESPN yesterday? That was okay. Let me do it like this. Do you see the title of the show today? Bump top Kyrie. Cancel his ass. I ain't like that ninja no way. Cancel Kyrie. That's what I'm on today. Nigga think he free around here. Talk about he free. You just like us. Got your shiny suit on, thought you was going somewhere. Kyrie remind me of that time when I thought I was going to go work at WGCI. And I left Wall Street Deli. And I was talking smack. And I had to come back the next day. And the black people was like, oh, yeah, you thought you were special? You thought you had 90 million? Did y'all see ESPN yesterday? Do y'all know? It was very informative. Let me just say that. I was watching, is it First Take? The show where they had the rabbi. I learned. Let me just say this. I was completely enlightened yesterday. And cancel Kyrie. I ain't like that chump no way. Didn't he play for the Cleveland? Didn't he steal some of our championships or something? Man, I ain't like him no way. Forget him. Around here reading books. Thinking I need to know somebody watched ESPN yesterday. I don't, very, very rarely do I have the opportunity to watch ESPN. But I need to know, did anybody watch ESPN yesterday? We're going to talk about this today. It's so much. Matter of fact, you know what? I'm going to do my headlines, and then we're going to talk about it. But before I do that, y'all, got to say what's up to my man in the building, DJ Riis the Ruler on the ones and twos. DJ Riis the Ruler, how you feeling today, boy? There you go. What happened to you, mate? Huh? I didn't turn that mic. First of all, I ain't even touched the mic. I turned the man. Push the button. You know the damn mic work. Now come on now. Now you acting up. Now you acting up. Cause so you saying I didn't unplug the mic, dog. I didn't touch that. I ain't touched the mic. So yeah, okay. So Huh? Look, y'all, Riis around here messed up the mic. Is the button down there? Check them little buttons down at the bottom. No, I don't. You didn't click in. Turn it off, turn it on. Hit it. I'm on.
I see it.
There you go. Probably just.
What happened, y'all, when y'all boss lead the
Lead
board
I left the board on all night.
On, you know.
I left the board. Man, Joe, I was making me some spots yesterday. X-Fresh.
On what?
Huh?
On what? On what application?
On radio. What's that thing called? What's that thing with the where you get the Maze Jackson step down at? I was just giving me some music.
But yeah, I'm glad about the best. You already know the rest. My mic is back on. But yeah, it's Friday. It's Friday.
Man, I'm gonna tell y'all what. It is the I don't know how to manage. Well, back up. That's DJ Riis the Ruler. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. Riis, blessed by the best. You already know the rest. Let's do this. Let's get the soul plane up to 60,000 feet. Riis, I want to fly the plane around New York. Because it seems like it's going down in New York right now. And Jay-Z is losing me, man. Hove is losing me, fam. It's like I seen all the Proud Family memes. But somebody got to say stop now. And okay, I'm gonna stop. Did anybody see ESPN yesterday? Anytime from 1 o'clock to I had to be at a meeting. Okay, I'm gonna turn. All right, did y'all remember Zach TV? The hood, he called himself the hood CNN. He filmed all the stuff. He used to have all the stuff. I didn't really know how deep he was until we filmed the MTV thing with him for Kanika Jenkins. I didn't really realize how big Zach TV was in the hood. Then I was like, oh, damn. Did y'all know? So he got murdered, leaving refuge some years ago. They knew who did it. They've been solved the crime. And the thing, you know what they said, y'all? They didn't really talk about it. They didn't prosecute nobody because it was mutual combatants. Lord have mercy. The shootout at the OK Corral. Lord. It used to be sprinkle a little cocaine and call it drug related. Now you just got to call it mutual combatants, man. Did y'all see the story about the pregnant mom that is out on bail after stabbing her boyfriend before the baby shower? So the crazy part about this is, was we talking about this before? When you know somebody to be like, but then you talked about the people that be both scrapping. They be both going at it. They said she had called the police 50 times on him for domestic abuse. But then he had been called the police on her, but refused to press charges after she stabbed him in the neck. Then they had a fight right before the baby shower over the microwave. He apparently according to the reports, dragged her into the room by her hair, and they got into a little scuffle. The family broke it up because they was getting ready for the shower. She proceeded to grab a knife, go back into the bedroom, stab him in the leg, but she severed an artery.
And he died?
And he died 6 hours later from bleeding out. And now, but hold on. Next step. So they arrested her, but she was pregnant. So they're letting her out because the baby is not to be born in jail, but they're still going to prosecute her for murder. It's Friday.
What, you have like a ankle monitor on or something?
She got a baby on her, Joe.
Oh, check this.
Okay. Don't tell.
Hey,
Tales from here we go. Reese with Tales from the Hood.
You're gonna tell me I'm going to let you out, but I want you to come back because we're gonna prosecute you for a murder.
You got a baby, Joe.
My point exactly. So I'm gonna let you take away a quarter of my year's minimum, unless they gonna drop it down to 2. That's 15. Still though,
Reese.
No.
So what's the number if you outside and you gotta go back? You out on bail. How many years before you say I'm gonna take my chances? What's the number got to be on the table? If they say 10, you gonna walk back in or you gone?
I'm probably gone. No lie, we gone. So we gone. It's no way. It's no way. Once you let me out, I don't care what band you got on me. Just know it's cut and I'm gone. Like I've already packed my bags up. I probably stay there like 2 days, make it seem like I'm okay, but that thing going off, man. What you mean? The first flight I can catch to Cuba or something? You gotta be. I'm up out of here, but you better have me on the no fly. You better have me on all that. You gonna tell me I'm gonna prosecute you for murder? Nah, ain't no way.
After you had a baby, you get to have a baby though.
In Cuba, you ain't gotta worry about me. That's no. What? Ain't no way you let me out. I'm going to return back to jail for a murder case. Nah. If it was like a few years, it'd be like 5 to 7 times, maybe 10. But that's a long
10 with
time.
good time. 10 with good time. 10 straight 10. 10, 85%.
But that's 8.5 years. So yeah, that's a stretch, but doable. But come on, man, nah. 15, 10, nah.
I'm counting my summers, Joe. I'm gonna be like, I only got about 35 more of them bad boys. Yeah, hey man. But she didn't mean to kill him, right?
No, but this
people don't be thinking when they stab you in the leg you could die, because they be like, I'm just gonna stab you in the leg, like they think they could shoot you in the leg and you'll bleed out from that. What you was gonna say?
No, but you're right. We was just talking about that, and I told you I've witnessed relationships where they fight each other. So it's like, what do you say? You say something, but
especially what happened. Yeah. Has she ever seen a woman win or she be getting some good licks in? Women be getting some good sneaks in, boy.
I done seen my homie get beat up by his girl, and I was
what?
Beat up, like beat up.
Nah. Was he a little guy?
Yeah,
she's a big girl.
Yeah, she's a little bit.
That ain't right though.
Beat up.
Do you still be like? What do you say after that? Like, wait.
You gotta wear it down. Man. I understand, man. You can't hit a woman and all that, man. It's cool, bro. You know what I'm saying? Oh, man,
did you get her off him at least?
Hey, man, ain't none of my business. Ain't none of my business, man. I don't see nothing.
Your boy over here getting whooped in the corner by his lady, and you ain't gonna call. You going to sit in the car?
Man, I'm gonna go sit in the car.
Oh, Jesus.
But he got whoop, and then I'm gonna go sit in the car because she was like, hey, don't act tough because DJ here. That's my cue to leave right here. You know how she was like, I ain't even say nothing. You know what I'm saying? I'm gone, man.
No, dog. See, that's when bad stuff happens, because when people see that, then you feel like you do gotta act tough, right? She probably do. She like, oh, you what? Don't come. I don't need this on a Friday. And this story is terrible. This is a very sad story, but good Lord. Dang, man.
It ain't worth it, y'all, man. Just leave, man. Man, happiness is within, man. I'm for real. Just leave. If you gotta feel like you need to go and get. First of all, if a man is hitting on you and you pregnant, like he really don't have respect for you or that child. You know what I'm saying? Like, because you can lose that child from stuff like that. We didn't see it happen for less. So just leave, man. It's your peace, because now you gotta face a chance of spending some years in jail. But I'm sure what's gonna happen in this case is they're gonna look at the records of her calling. The family was there and whatnot. So they're gonna say it was self-defense. So watch that. Watch is gonna get us some type of self-defense, and she may only get a few years if she only get like like a 7-year probation or something like that. But like, watch. She won't sit in jail. If it was at the shower with family there, the family is gonna say, like you said, she dragged them by the hair. She feared for her life. That's the new thing now. She feared for her life and all that, and then she gonna be off. She cool.
That's crazy. All right, my titles didn't update today. Sorry, y'all. All right. Anyway, man, Riis, that's crazy. So you think she gonna be straight? You think she gonna get out? She gonna be out good?
Yeah. I mean, if you let somebody out, baby or not, like I got a family that actually was pregnant in jail and had children in jail. So to let someone
wait, what do you do when that happens? Because hold on. So this goes to another story. Go ahead. First of all, you had somebody.
So yeah. So now, they just take the baby, and then if the baby can go to a relative, the relative will come pick it up, or they got to put the baby in the system. Yeah, and that's how we got like one of my cousins and stuff like that. Yeah, so yeah, for sure. Wow. You can have a child in jail. It's pregnant.
So you're explaining something to me, because I was just about to be a little critical of the governor, because he just signed a bill that says that to allow abortions in prison for women in prison, so they can have access to having abortions in prison.
That's because it'd be a lot going down in prison, like going down in prison.
I'm just asking though, like, so I seen Orange is the New Black, but I guess my thing is that an acknowledgement? Like, I don't know that if I'm so I just was curious about that. You just add me some enlightening, but Alvin, I know you're a little guy, man. Alvin, like, this is not funny. Alvin feel triggered. Alvin, I would get in between it, dog. I wouldn't do like DJ. I wouldn't be like Riis. I'd be like, look, y'all can't do this while I'm here. Now, dog, if you want to leave with me, I'm leaving.
Y'all can't do this while I'm here, so I'm leaving.
He like, take me with you.
It's your house, man. It's your house. I can't tell you what you do in your house. I'm going outside, man.
Oh, God. Oh, Lord, Alvin, I'm sorry, man.
But I see now I got to watch out because they getting kitchen knives.
Man, I feel like that's a normal hood thing, though. Like a steak knife, I feel like I've seen people come out with, I seen a woman grab a steak knife in the hood oftentimes. Be like, I stab you. And I feel like stabbings is a regular occurrence too. I think if you look at a lot of brothers with extended relationships that probably have a West Side ID, they might have a stab wound or two. You know what I'm saying? I don't think stabbings are as uncommon as... Oh my God. All right, y'all. It's the Maze Jackson Show. I am trying to get myself together. I don't know what's going on today, but it is just something is just not. I don't know what it is. Anyway, it's the Maze Jackson Show. Look, let's take a quick break, and then after we take a quick break, I need to update this show titles and all that stuff. And then once I do that, we'll be back and we'll be set and we'll be ready to get into it. I'm trying to get some of these videos together too, because man, this Kyrie thing is like really deep, and I gotta understand reading. Like I don't know what to do, but we're gonna talk about it in a minute. It's the Maze Jackson Show. We'll be back after
the Maze Jackson Show. We'll be back after this break.
Jurassic World Live Tour. 65 million years in the making. See Jurassic World's most iconic dinosaurs: T-Rex, Blue the Raptor, Triceratops, and more roar to life with epic thrills and heart-pounding adventure. The feeling is real. Experience it live. Jurassic World Live Tour. Coming to Allstate Arena November 3rd through 6th. Free parking for all ticket holders. Visit JurassicWorldLiveTour.com today.
And now, traffic and weather.
Yo, who said devotion had to be sad? Yo, check this out. The Lord is my shepherd, I want. He's making me to lie down in green pastures. He leading me beside the still waters. He restored my soul. God's gonna turn it around.
Come all the way with me.
Good morning, family. What's in it for the Black People Media family? And happy Friday. This is Riis the Ruler, and I'm here with your Chicagoland area traffic and weather report. As we head over to the Kennedy, O'Hare to the Loop will be 33 minutes. Outbound to O'Hare will be 24. On the Edens, inbound from Deerfield to the Exchange, 32 minutes. Exchange to Deerfield will be 30, while the Eisenhower is 43 minutes. Thorndale to the Loop, 32 minutes outbound. On the Stevenson from I-355 to the Dan Ryan will be 45 minutes. Outbound will be 32. While the Bishop Ford is 40 minutes. I-80 to the Dan Ryan, 37 to I-80. The Dan Ryan is 17 minutes to the Loop, 12 minutes to 95th. While DuSable Drive is locked in at 8 minutes in all directions. Today's weather, it is currently 62 and mostly cloudy. Today will be another beautiful day. It will be 69 with a low of 62. Watch out for some afternoon showers in certain places. I'm Riis the Ruler. Happy Friday here on The Maze Jackson Show.
From the grave, glory to Gethsemane, they got to the grave, from the grave, back to glory. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Come all the way with me. Don't leave me now. Come all the way with me. Oh, please. God's gonna turn it around. 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 From glory to Gethsemane to Golgotha to the grave, from the grave back to glory. Glory to Gethsemane to Golgotha to the grave, from the grave back to glory. Glory to Gethsemane to Golgotha to the grave, from the grave. Glory to Gethsemane to Golgotha to the grave, from the grave. Dear Lord, it's me again. God's gonna turn around. I'm calling on you. You did it before. I believe that you can do it again. Somebody calling you right now, Lord. If it ain't one thing we need, somebody else needs you for another. Please, son, look and have mercy. Have mercy over our home. Have mercy. Have mercy.
You are listening to the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. Got my man DJ Riis the Ruler on the ones and twos. That's right. Got my man DJ Riis the Ruler on the ones and twos. I am the host of the Maze Jackson Shizzo for Shizzo in the Dizzo, Badizzo, Melizzo. I don't know how y'all do that. Anyway, I am the host of the Maze Jackson Show, where every single day we ask the question, what's in it for the black people? I'm your host. So look, y'all, let me run through some of my headlines, because I've been, my phone ringing, I'm running around, I'm trying to get this, your digs, and it's just all types of craziness. My computer finally is working right, so we are getting ready to be back on tap. Riis, I'm hearing people don't have the signatures. I'm hearing people are having trouble trying to get their signatures to become the mayor of the city of Chicago. And I just think that is really interesting, because what do we say it costs? A quarter of a million to get to at least to get your signatures?
Minimum.
Right, because now I heard that, yeah, man, I don't know that everybody's going to be on the ballot that we talking about right now. That's why I'm going to slow up some of my conversations. But I must tell you, that's the wrong thing to be big enough. My bad. All right, so I'm gonna be on the lookout for that. I don't know if y'all saw the mayor pick the fight with the white guys in city council. I don't know how that's gonna work out with her having a budget coming up, but also with the election coming up. I think the mayor saw the polls and said, I'm not getting the white people no way, so I'm going to go ahead and defund the police because they quitting and call it a win. But I think they're upset because the mayor's giving more money to violence prevention programs that do not have not seemed to show results. Did you hear about the social equity winners in cannabis at risk of losing their license in March? Apparently yesterday, the City Club of Chicago has taken up the cause of equity in cannabis. And so they had a discussion yesterday about it. And you know what? I'm going to stop talking about it. I think we got what we wanted. I'm going to stop. I'm going to be like, I am pro the governor's cannabis plan and initiative. I'm for it. I think we like it just the way it is. It ain't like them. I'm going to start doing like y'all be doing to black people when they come cook them, right? The governor told us to be like, we don't like, man, please. Whew. Yep. I have truly learned the way in this country for black people is to shut the hell up and dribble. What I'm going to do on this joint right here, I'm going to tell y'all some jokes. We're going to start talking about pop life. We're going to talk about everything. We are going to talk about rainbows and lollipops. Because if you get to the nitty gritty, you really are not allowed to read as a black man. I just got to say that. But
You are. We just got to rip out certain pages first. You know.
No, we got to read the slave version.
Right. Then they give us a Bible, but what they do, they ripped out some of the pages first.
No, I didn't think they ripped out the pages. I thought they printed a black version. I thought it was like how it's the King James, the New International, then it's the King James nigga version.
Oh, see, like
I forgot to. I'm sorry, Saints.
They told us growing up that they ripped out all the pages. So.
No, I think they had because first of all we couldn't read too much anyway, so they couldn't let the anyway. All I know is, in any time that black people try to attempt to read or count, we are rebuffed. I did tell you that Pritzker is allowing abortions in prison. They were like, I think that's really dangerous. First of all, how do you get pregnant in prison? Now, I'm not saying that I don't understand how babies are made. But that clearly says that someone is not... That's like fishing in a barrel, Riis. That's like all the men in the... That's not cool. I feel like this is a license. And please, I don't want to be offensive. I think everybody should have the right to, like, I don't want to cross no lines or nothing like that, cause y'all be talking about cancel maze. I ain't like that ninja no way. But I do not understand the rationale of... I'm not going to say I don't understand. I just think that it's a tacit endorsement for bad things to happen. I don't know if that makes sense, but I certainly watched Orange is the New Black. And you know what I noticed? You know what, Riis? So one time when I was, my cousin had spent some time in the back. And after being in the back for a little while, even the greasiest, ugliest, stringiest, 3 teeth having guard was a woman. And it just seems like, you know how all them brothers be staying in the town after they get out? It's this. Okay, so am I crazy for thinking that this is a problem just a little? Or is it just like we're going to turn our head and call it a win for abortion rights? For reproductive rights. You're like, no pause to that. I'm not
Yeah, I want abortions, right? Yeah, I want abortions, right?
We want women.
The right to choose, right?
So what happens if an inmate wants to keep the child?
They keep it.
What if the guard says no? It's the Maze Jackson Show. I'm going to go on to my new topic. Riis. So I watched ESPN yesterday, and I'm going to play some clips from that a little bit later. But the first thing I want to do, and I really do not have a full understanding. Oh, can I do something? Can I go backwards? Can I say what's up to everybody from WBGX 1570 AM? Thank you to the Saints who join us every day, 6:30 to 8 a.m., Monday through Friday on WBGX 1570 AM. You can give us a call at 872-259-7474. Now, I also got to say what's up to, the Sinners and the Early Rising Saints that join us every day, Monday through Friday from 6 to 9 a.m. on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch. Thank you all for this. I'm going to lighten it up on Friday in the last hour, but I got some questions and some things I want to understand. So first of all, I want to humbly ask, may we please have the list, rules, and may we have the rules and the list of what books, movies, music we are allowed to listen to. I'm going to humbly ask, remember that game, Mother May I? I think we need to have Brother May I. Big Brother May I. It is not lost on me that there is no call for Amazon to pull the movie down.
They took it down?
No.
Oh, okay.
But the outrage is not the availability of it, but it is the purchase. So let me show you how this extrapolates up. Remember the war on drugs? The petty offenders who never had a plane, who never had a boat, never had a submarine, filled the jails while they peddled death in our communities. That's the U.S. government. We go to jail. The profiteers go on to make money. I would like to get the list of books, words, videos that are banned for black people. I would like to know which dictionary we are allowed to read. Riis, hit the button.
It's time for the social media question of the day.
Since I've heard so much about anti-Semitism, I wanted to understand what Semite or Semitism was. Okay? So when I was young, did you ever say to your mama, "Mama, what that mean?" And she say, "Go get the dictionary." "Mama, what that mean?" You probably not you, Riis, because she probably said Google it. But my mama would say, "Go get the dictionary." And so I would go get the dictionary and I would look up words. Do y'all remember like back in the 80s and 90s when we was the Asiatic black man from Africa? When you repeat this fact, they can't laugh at you. Remember how they taught us, like I was looking up a bunch of stuff, right? And they were saying that there's now, the top of Africa is now considered Southeast Asia. It's Africa, but it's now Southeast Asia, right? Hence the Middle East. Okay? Now this is in books. And so I decided that I wanted to find out, what does Semitic mean? Because can I tell you, Riis, in all the hullabaloo and all of the hubbub of when I got called anti-Semitic, I just ran from the word, right? Like, fearful word. So I don't want to delve into anti-Semitism. I don't want to delve into any of that. What I'd like to do is go to the dictionary, right? Now, can we all agree that Merriam-Webster is a real legitimate source? Webster's dictionary was the authority on words when I was a child. So I went through the dictionary. I looked up the word. Then I decided that I was going to come and ask, how many of us know what Semitic means? I'm not talking, this is not anti anything. I am only speaking of the word Semitic. Because it is if you add what is that? Not a pronoun. What is it? If you add the anti to it, it turns into, it is the most dangerous word right now in the world. So my question is, am first I allowed to use the dictionary? Humbly asking. And then if I am allowed to use the dictionary, am I then allowed to accept the words that are in it? Yes? Without being anti anything, Semitic, an adjective, 1, of, relating to, or constituting a subfamily of the Afro-Asiatic language family that includes Hebrew, Aramaic, Arabic, and Amharic. What's Afro? Black? Asiatic? You know the Asiatic is the Tigris-Euphrates River, right? So that what they are calling Afro-Asiatic is at the birthplace of civilization, right? Which is the Tigris and Euphrates River, which is now Afro-Asia because, again, okay? So I want you to look at the Tigris and Euphrates River. I want you to tell me where it's at. And then I'm going to read you Webster's dictionary. This allows for everybody to take part, right? It doesn't say, I'm not saying it as exclusive. It says, so essentially Arabic is also Semitic, right? Now, Semitic is derived from Shem, one of Noah's 3 sons. Okay? So I would argue that I'm not going to argue. Of relating to or characteristics of Semites. Now remember, Semitic here is listed as an adjective. What is an adjective?
Action.
No, that is a verb. Adjective is a description.
Right, describe something.
Right? So it describes a subfamily of Afro-Asiatic languages. That's a description. Of relating to characteristics of Semites. That is a description. The third definition says Jewish. Again, I'm not trying to offend anyone. Which I thought was a noun. Now, Ish may make it descriptor, but I guess somewhere in this mix we fit. Would we agree? And so I guess my question is, what are the books that we are allowed to read? Does anybody know? Does anybody know why it seems as though black people, even as the first definition, right? Not the third, the primary meaning, subfamily of Afro-Asiatic. I never understood back in the day why Rakim and all of them would be like, we Asiatic black men. Because and someone may have to correct me, but the premise of that was we are at the birthplace of civilization. Guys, I don't know. I want to know what we are allowed to say. Can I just be honest? Like, I don't even want no smoke. I would just like to be given permission to know what we are permitted to speak on. I would like to know the rules, because I don't want to see another black man get beat, castrated publicly. And I would just humbly ask if there would be someone who would come and explain to black people, please give us our book reading list. Please tell us what we need to do to ensure that we are not deemed offensive, that we are. I would like to humbly ask mercy and lessons for the black men, because I humbly would like to not see any more of us
So who are you asking from these lessons from?
I'm asking the lessons from whoever has the ability to determine that black people are not part of the definition. I am asking for permission or for a list from whoever the deemers of blackness, whoever deems what we can talk about, say, or speak. I would like to know the topics. That's it. Like here's my thing. Like we submit. Like I'm submitting because apparently, bro, if you watched ESPN yesterday, you know I was gonna do this morning. Riis, I was gonna play George Floyd, and I was gonna open up the show with all 11 minutes of it, cause we forgot. And we are now on our heels. I just want y'all to think about 2 years ago, the NBA was on its knees. Barack called LeBron. And now, and who told him not to play? Kyrie. Don't play. Let's stand up. Guys, there is obvious, is it Ari Emanuel that we should ask? Because he also has the right to, not only can I don't know whatever power it is that has the ability to cut off people. And guys, I really do think y'all need to watch George Floyd again. Like, I think y'all need to hear it. I think you need to see it. I think we always forget. Always. It's the Maze Jackson Show. Caller, you on the Maze Jackson Show. But that's okay, because funk Kyrie anyway. I ain't like that chump no way. We thought he was better than us anyway. Reading.
He ain't apologized though, but
I got you. Call us the Maze Jackson Show.
Yo, bro, check this out. Yeah.
Jake!
How about read the Bible? Is the Bible legal? Just read the Bible.
No, it's no, Jake. Stop it.
Just read the Bible.
No. Time out. Disclaimer. Here is Jacob Israel calling us on this dang on telephone, telling black people, look, man, didn't you hear me yesterday? Don't you be starting no troubles on this here station. Now, we's got our version.
Look.
Us the book.
Man, look at here. You know buck breaking, how they used to do the ancestors, the big and the baddest one. They will beat them in front of everybody. They say, which one of you niggas want it? And make mother scared. Make them scared, bro. First of all, the Euphrates and the Tigris, you know what that describes? The Garden of Eden. Just read the book. Read the book.
Femo, I'm with you. The Tigers
not the Asiatic Muslim.
No, I'm not even going to the Asiatic Muslims. I'm just saying that even as it relates to me reading this definition, the fact of the matter is, regardless of what you believe, the birthplace of the world is at the Tigris and Euphrates River, which is smack dab in the middle of the heart of Africa, that describes what we are being punished for. We are watching people get punished for now. Keep talking, Jake.
Yeah, that's the Garden of Eden. It is written, bro. It is written. You don't gotta go read no secret society book. It ain't the whole book talk about us. From the beginning to the end, even if I don't even do the New Testament, even in the New Testament, from the beginning to the end. But for those who believe in Jesus or Yahshua or whatever you want to call him, he said that he came to get the lost sheep of Israel. The lost sheep not the world. Now, then they use John 3:16, you believe in him, whatever. But how about this? Israel, right? Israel. You played it, Caragua. He had 12 sons. Judah, this is one of them. That's where the word Jew comes from. So if they claim to be Israel, what about Reuben? What about Levi? What about Dan? What about, it's a whole, they think that we so stupid, and what it is, the word coming out, and they can't really do nothing. Man, Kyrie still feel the same way he feel. Kanye feel the same way they feel. But what they did, as far as, and what happened with Kyrie, I'm telling you what happened. His owner was like, just Kyrie, we don't need this. Because you know in Brooklyn, you know how many of them off the old fake drug selling, could take cars arch. You know them, the ones who get caught with all the cocaine on the plane. You know the ones, and you know how they got settled after the war, bro. The United States gave them the land when we was at the palace. They gave them the land. And in 70 AD, we got drove out by Rome. And we went into Ghana and West Africa and did some of the Muslim brothers, helped them with us. And that's how we got over here in the ship, bro. That's how we got over here in the ship. And the whole Abram know for thy shorty that your seed is going to a land and not theirs. And they shall afflict for 400 years. The Holocaust do not describe that, bro. That is not it. And even Hitler was quoted as saying, they fake. That's why he was trying to exterminate them, because they was trying to be, and they took a religion, and it's Jewish, with ISH on the back, not Judah. They're not Reuben. They're not Simeon. They're not Dan. It's the whole 12. We can read. Everybody been using that book for all these years. And when in Daniel 79, it described the Creator himself. Wool hair, bronze skin. I don't care what they did with the illustrations and put these little funny looking Michelangelo pictures in there. I don't care what they just did that to deflect us, bro, and say it's a white man book. How's a white man book? How's it a white man book when they don't describe no white man? It's ridiculous. And people, churches, Muslims, everybody uses that book. Even in the Quran, they talk about us. The Israel we are talked about in the book. Israelite, so why the so-called Jews don't call themselves Israelite? It's Israel. It's 12 tribes. Like Chaos once said in the song. But it's written, he gave you the scriptures. It's in the scriptures. So I guess they want to, maybe, you know what happened to? This was with the brother who went wild. Once he learned how to read the book, he was like, this describing us. What is his name, man? Who led the revolt with the slaves and things of that nature. And that's why our ancestors in Savannah, when they built the first church, on the pews, they got Hebrew on them. That's why on some of the slave names are ending with YHA, like Savannah or Anoya YH. That's why, bro. So they can save it. All right, shalom. They can just keep that like the devil. What they say, the word for a devil is a deceiver, and they're a deceiver, and they trying to bug break, and they making Charles Barkley all them making disgrace, but that's okay. Shalom.
Shalom. It's the Mace Jackson Show. Anybody else on that line? Caller, let's do this. How many calls we got? We got calls. Let's do this. Callers, I'm gonna take your call in a hot second. Actually, I'll take it now. Carly on the Mace Jackson Show. Help me here. I just want to know what words, and I want to also make a full disclaimer. We at the Mace Jackson, the thoughts and opinions of our callers are not the thoughts and opinions of the Mace Jackson Show. A bunch of our show is satire, irony, and all of those good things. And so before we get labeled at anything, what we want to do is have an open discussion. I would love to hear from a rabbi. Did you see ESPN yesterday? I want to hear, like, where do we fit, right? Like, so where does that, I would love to talk to someone, because I want to know what we gotta say. Call us, the Mace Jackson Show.
Shalom, Aki.
Israel, my brother, what's up, man? King, what's going on, fam?
You already see what's going on. Like I say, just get a bag of popcorn, sit back and enjoy the festivities. I mean, you know, Ray Charles can see what's going on. But going back to rabbis, they only supposed to call themselves rabbis. So it's called technology, and they've been playing with the games since the invention. Really about 400 years since they drug us over as slaves and stole our identity. That's why I keep trying to tell you, Hollywood stole our identity. They stole our identity. You talking about what can you read? Come on now. What did Kunta Kinte? I mean, who called Kunta Kinte again? What did he say you can read?
That's what I'm saying.
You don't supposed to read. You're supposed to be blind, dumb, can't count. For master continue what to read and what to count. Like you say, they know we know. You said something a couple weeks ago. We can count and we can read. They hate that. They dislike it. I don't even like using the word hate.
This is all about counting and reading to me.
I know you're being sarcastic. Yeah, it is. It's in the book. I'm talking about that dictionary. Like you said. Hey, man, that's why they call it the Middle East, man. Ain't no damn Middle East. We're Middle South, Middle West. That's the heart of Africa, man. And it ain't Africa. Come on, man. Stop playing, man. You know, but I love your show. I love what you try to do. Wake your people up, give them milk, set a steak. I know I be trying to force filet young down their throat, but I'm going to fall back and let Kanye try to tell them. What is it, Kyrie? I mean, rabbi ain't gonna come on your show, I don't think. What you want, a European one or Afro-Asiatic one?
I would like a European one. I would like to humbly sit in the presence of a rabbi and learn why, how we as black people should respect their struggle.
Let me tell you something. So I'm gonna cut you off. I love your situation for the black people. When they made us black, that's a color in the crayon, but everybody's fighting for their nation. Germans speak German. In Germany, they speak German. Japan, they speak Japanese. Russia, they speak Russian. They stole our identity, man. I mean, I don't know how to put it. They beat us. And remember Toby? What's your name?
Are you suggesting this is like Jacob and Esau? Stop it, King Israel. Stop it. Are you suggesting that Jacob and Esau?
Nothing.
You're suggesting Jacob and Esau. Now that, sir, is blasphemous. Look at here. I'm not for
the call it what you want, but I'm part of the Truth Squad. You know that.
I'm not gonna be promoting reading, writing, and arithmetic on this show. We're not gonna be doing that. We're not gonna be having you troublesome Negroes.
Well, you might just start promoting drill music.
I am. My man told us he said he got mouths to feed, right? He said he got mouths to feed. It's all good. Thanks, King. I'm gonna talk to you. Let me take my next call. It's my man. Next up, Carly on the Maze Jackson Show.
Well, hallelujah, greetings. I'm glad you got a female in on this.
Hey.
The book, Mama D here. The book that NAA, Indigenous Native American Africans, can read now, because for 246 years as movable property thing chattel, it was unlawful for us to learn how to read. So that book is the Black History Bible book, whose hero is a woolly-haired man with bronze-colored feet to match his bronze-colored face. That thy people, not all people, but my people, have been led astray. There is no J, never has been a J in the Hebrew alphabet. And that's not Jew bashing. That's truth telling. And also, all the people, all the brown people, red people, yellow people, and white people, they have straight hair. Only the black people have hair like a sheep, woolly hair. And in conclusion, all we have to do is think this. Sheep and lambs have woolly hair. Goats and kids have straight hair. And they are not the same, are they?
No.
Elaborate.
You elaborate. I'm working. Mama D, come on.
Okay.
You tell us.
We got to keep it clean. Tell the truth. Okay, I'll elaborate. The goats and the kids are on the wrong side of spiritual history. and the sheep and the lambs are on the right side.
Oh, you know what? I did think about that. That's why the goat is the
Know
sign
the
of the devil.
truth, and it will make you free.
Thank you, Mama D. That is, look, we got the historians on the line, but I'm just telling y'all can't be on this show talking this free black man stuff. You know what happened when you do that. Call us, the Mace Jackson Show.
Good morning, Mace Jackson.
Byron. Hey, Byron
here.
You know they was gonna cook you yesterday. They had you on the barbecue. They thought you called the sisters out. That's all right though. It's all good, man. They was trying to make me ban you and everything.
But I'm here to apologize, to tell all those folks I'm sorry that I love the sisters. I love hiring black folks. I love thinking black. I really apologize for that. I really apologize. I'm going to do a Kyrie. I'm going to apologize so I can keep myself alive. But your question today, which people have not hit on, is that ESPN. They got some Negroes on there. I had to turn it off, Maze. I had to turn it off. Yep. I couldn't take a deep breath and say, oh, okay, I can just listen to this nonsense. I just couldn't do it. I just turned it off. There are Negroes on there. It's like you say, where's the help for us going to come from? Where is the help? We have all these Negroes through affirmative action to get to ESPN, and now they're looking down at us. They're looking down at us. What was George Floyd for? All that hoopla, tearing up everything. And where are we at now? They're about to censor us. See, that's why I told you a long time ago, when they start censoring that damn Trump, I know you don't want to mention that's my guy. What the hell? It's going to spread to other things. The ADL is nothing nice. If you give them control and you give them money, they will censor us more. They might say you cannot call yourself black. You may not call yourself African American. What they say is what the rules are going to be. We should not give them that power. We have to rebel. Some of us got to rebel. I know you're doing it in a different way, but the ESPN folks, they're black folks on there. At least get one that says, hey, let's check this right here. Let's figure out what this is all about. Let's dig a little deeper. No. They all want to save their little behinds and come out and march behind Master and give us that nonsense yesterday. I had to turn it off, mate. Had to turn it off. It's just sad, Maze. And you know it's sad. It breaks your heart. You're like, damn, well, I'm glad when the election for the mayor comes up so I can just click this sucker off. I don't have to take this abuse no more. Where's our help coming from? We're talking about reparation. How you can get reparation? You can't get a Negro to do anything to help save the other Negroes. If we can't save ourselves, who can save us? Nobody wants us. Nobody likes us. And when the Hispanics come, the views are expressed on this radio are mine and mine alone. When they take in charge and they come, look at the recruits for the police department. It's mostly Hispanics. Every 100 class, there's about 8 blacks. We're not joining the police force. They're joining in big numbers. I'm telling you right now. And when you say you discriminate against, they can say, well, we like you. We can't discriminate against you because we like you. We're a minority class, and it's gonna be just like California. They can send you guys packing, but we gotta try to at least help ourselves. Well, we can. And we got people in high places. Even the prophets is the same way. All the murders, the 14 murders that happened after Monday, whatever it was, nobody said any damn thing. Mayor comes up there and grandstand. We know where she stands. She don't like us. She don't care nothing about us. Frank Wrinkle. Where are these people at in high places to help us, to come to our aid? At least question, why are you doing this? Well, give me some more information. Just question at least. That's the same thing when I used to work at AT&T. When the lesbian and gays came there, the first question I asked them is, what questions can I ask and what questions can I not ask? They said, oh, Byron, you can ask anything you want to. And I did. Once I got permission, I asked them questions. And everybody was looking at me. And I was the only person asking questions, where you get your data from? How was it compiled? How you assume this and assume that? And they were like, oh, my God. They're like, where did this Negro come from? And that's where I was. I was confrontational. Because you have to ask questions, but you have to get permission to ask questions. I was really nice then because I wasn't at the point where I can just leave. I said, no, I got to keep my job rolling. But I asked permission. What questions can I ask and what questions can I not ask? Just like you're asking, what words can we use? What books can we read? What movies can we read to look at? And tell me what the list is so I won't go over the line. So I don't want you to take my job, my house, my lady, my dog, and everything else. Because they're coming for everything. This woke stuff has got out of control. And we should not give the ADL any more power. And that's my word of the day.
Byron, he done made him a segment. Thank you, Byron. We appreciate you, man. Even though my sisters don't want you to be on the show no more. But you do have some great points. And Celine be cracking, boy. You know Celine be throwing them. Hey, Byron, we appreciate you. We appreciate everybody. Riis, I think let me do this. For this break, I'm going to play something because, again, I just want to know what history we're allowed. I'm going to play it from my computer. This is a story from December 11th, 2003. Let me just commend former 3rd Ward Alderman Dorothy Tillman. Let me commend Jimalita Tillman. Let me commend the Tillman family. They were ahead of their time. And I think if we would have taken advantage of this, then we wouldn't be living through what we're living through now. Did y'all know that Chicago had an ordinance that let me let y'all listen to this story from 2011. Look, y'all, it's the Maze Jackson Show. Riis will be back after this clip.
Enrich themselves on the backs of slaves say their call is no different from Japanese Americans who were interned during World War II or from victims of the Holocaust. Sheldon Nahmad, a law professor at Chicago Kent College, says even so, the slavery reparations
and admitted their
slaves suing corporations for compensation say their fight has new vigor. One of their targets, global investment banking company Lehman Brothers, has confirmed its past ties to slavery. The company admitted the link in documents filed with the city of Chicago, NPR's Cheryl Corley reports.
Contractors who want to do business with the city of Chicago are required to search their records to determine if they have any ties to slavery. Then they must file their results in an affidavit. The sponsor of the Chicago ordinance, Alderman Dorothy Tillman, warns companies who would try to hide an ugly truth.
If you disclose it, there's no penalty. If you lie, there's a penalty.
What's the penalty if you find out?
No more business with the city of Chicago.
Contractors have filed about 2,500 affidavits since last February. They can be found online. In a third-floor open office near the elevators at Chicago City Hall, Jessica Faulkner, who works in the procurement department, taps a few computer keys to bring up the department's website.
There's a section on the left-hand side in green titled Disclosures. Click on Disclosures, and then you're able to search by vendor name, specification number, or contract number.
So if we did Lehman Brothers. Lehman Brothers is in the file because it's the co-manager of a bond issue for Chicago's O'Hare Airport. Company officials declined to be recorded for this report, but the affidavit that pops up on the computer screen provides some details. Here's a portion of what's stated.
The Lehman Brothers Partnership, predecessor entity to today's Lehman Brothers, was founded by 3 brothers in 1850 in Montgomery, Alabama. On or about March 16, 1854, the partnership, then referred to as H. Lehman and Brother, purchased a slave named Martha in Montgomery. Historical records provide no evidence as to what role, if any, Martha played.
Reparations activists suspected this much and more when they named Lehman Brothers in a lawsuit filed more than a year ago. Diane Sammons is the lead co-attorney of the reparations lawsuits that have been consolidated in Chicago's federal court.
Obviously, we had records that linked Lehman Brothers to profits that they made in the transatlantic slave trade. And in articles and in statements that they made to the press, Lehman Brothers largely denied that. So we were not surprised that the fact when they were forced to come forward legally pursuant to the statute that was passed in Chicago, that they came forward and admitted their ties because potentially there could have been another lawsuit against them had they not come forward.
The African-American vice president who authorized Lehman's slavery disclosure told the Chicago Sun-Times the company is no longer what it was 150 years ago. And in a statement, Lehman says the allegations in the lawsuit no longer have any merit. Reparation activists who argue that corporations enrich themselves on the backs of slaves say their call is no different from Japanese Americans who were interned during World War II or from victims of the Holocaust. Sheldon Nahmad, a law professor at Chicago Kent College, says even so, the slavery reparations lawsuit still faces a number of hurdles.
Statute of limitations is one pretty obvious one, and another problem might be what lawyers call the technical doctrine of standing. I mean, if you were in fact the slave or a direct immediate descendant of a slave, you might have been harmed, perhaps, or might have a direct financial interest. But after all this time, it might be very difficult indeed to show a direct financial impact.
Corporations echo those types of arguments as they push for dismissal of the case. So far, the Lehman Brothers affidavit is the only one admitting a connection to slavery. Alderman Dorothy Tillman says she's certain it's not the only city contractor with a link to the slave trade.
We have 2 or 3 that's suspect, and we're going to shine the light of truth on them, and they won't be able to do business.
And they will likely be targeted by reparations activists who say they are not out to bankrupt American companies, but to hold them accountable if they profited from the unpaid labor of African slaves. Cheryl Corley, NPR News, Chicago.
And now, more from NPR. Live from NPR News in Washington.
Oh, go to the top.
Back to the Maze Jackson Show. You are listening to the most dangerous show. This is What's in it for the Black People Radio. Maze Jackson. Maze Jackson, the most vociferous advocate for black people in the world.
For the black people, cause economically we are not equal. Waking up to lies, can't toast no more. I told y'all, yeah, this is a dangerous show. Don't go to church if you ain't trying to help us. Don't even try to be around and can't protect us. We see the lies, not other politicians. We need money and no symbolism. It's Maze and Riis and Ruthie and Ty explaining how we all come from God, giving us tools to beat the odds. If we united, our movement gon' stop. If they ain't trying to help us, they ain't trying to do nothing. We gotta do something, we gotta stop running. It's time to confront the problem. Really, you expect your oppressed to solve them.
Wake up, Chicago! Wake up, world. This is the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. Got my man DJ Riis, the rule on the ones and twos. We're a little late for the top of the hour, but we doing our thing. I got a little carried away. But Riis, what I am trying to find out is, what is it? What are we allowed to speak on, and what are the things that you just can't say? Like, I feel like I don't want no problems, as clearly nobody black does. Nobody. Not on TV. Yesterday, I almost feel like ESPN had a conversion session on air. I didn't tape it because I don't want to be in trouble. But what I did want to do is, did anybody see the press wait, let's back up. You got somebody on the line? Any callers? How many? Okay, let me take this last call and then I'm going to go to the next clip. Carly on the Maze Jackson Show.
Hello, Brother Maze. This is Uncle Rosie. How are you?
Uncle Rosie, boy, you been hiding in the. You better get outside. Don't make me come over there, cause I'm gonna tell you, y'all, we ain't seen y'all. We have not seen you and Miss Berman in a minute, and you'll have me standing outside on the front lawn talking loud if you don't come on outside in a very short amount of time. But good to hear from you, Uncle Rosie. Don't make me get my switch out and become Uncle Maze. What's up, Uncle Rosie? How you feeling?
I'm doing fine. I have some medical issues I'm trying to work through that kind of limit me, but I don't want to talk that family business.
If you need anything, though, we here for you. So just know that. Don't be over there by yourself. Hit the chat. We all there for you.
Okay, and I love that. But I was particularly grieved and hurt to my heart when I heard what happened with Kyrie and the other young man. But what this has brought to bear, what needs to be put to rest, we need to have all of the proponents who think they know who the real Jews are, and those who claim to be the real Jews. We need to get all of them come together and let us resolve this question once and for all, because this is unbelievable. Let truth reign. And if we're living in a community and a world and a society that is driven on false lies, and we have every reason under the sun to believe that everything they've written in books have been misled. They're wrong. They're false. When people set up and we talk about the critical race theory and how people don't want to look at truth, let's call the great rabbis and the great Protestants and all of these people allegedly know, and then call our historians and come and set this out once and for all. And then the second I'm going to say is this woke generation, I'm going to pull something out of Thunder Thoughts. I got a little book coming called Thunder Thoughts. When I was a young man in high school, and my eyes went blind on me for a moment, and I had a talk with God, and I said to God, look, the only thing going to make these people, these Caucasians, treat us fair is that a spaceship be on that horizon out there, and it's a black captain and a black lead. When that come about, we're going to see the love that these people done. Our soldiers went over in World War I and World War II, and some stayed in Europe and some came back to face America. I'm going to tell you, when you look at there's a book that I want everyone to read that my Ravenia sister Linda gave me, and it's called The Secret Relationship Between Blacks and Jews, How Jews Gain Control of the Black American Economy. We got to look at the truth. Let truth reign. And I hope that every person out there who under the earshot of this conversation would gain to say, let's face it, let it be now. Let us put the lie and put the truth before us, and we challenge anyone who wants to stand up and prove that we're not Jews, the original. Thank you, Brother Mays, and to the world out there, truth will prevail. Thank you, and I love you. I love all of you guys, and I hope to see you soon. Okay.
We love you back, and you tell Miss Berman we love her too. That is Uncle Rosie. Anybody on that line? All right, let me do this, Riis. You got my audio from the computer. Let's get ready to do this. I'm gonna play a clip from yesterday. Y'all get ready for this. All right. This was kind of crazy to me yesterday. This really, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. This was, I feel like, almost unbelievable. Here we go. Ready?
Surprised that I did hurt people.
Are you surprised that reaction to some of the things that you did hurt people?
Yeah, I think I can ask a better question. It's just, where were you when I was a kid, figuring out that 300 million of my ancestors are buried in America? Where were you guys asking those same questions when I was a kid learning about the traumatic events of my familial history and what I'm proud to come from and why I'm proud to stand here and why when I repeat myself that I'm not going to stand down, it has nothing to do with dismissing any other race or group of people. I'm just proud of my heritage and what we've been through. And the fact that this is pinning me against the Jewish community. And I'm here answering questions of whether or not I'm sorry or not on something I didn't create. And it was something I shared. And I'm telling everybody I'm taking responsibility. Then that's where I sit. So, you know, these same questions that you guys ask, me dealing with it as
got an
being a melanated, pigmented person all around the world and dealing with racial biases against my skin color, demeaning me because of my religious beliefs, and I'm still sitting in the seat standing. So I take my full responsibility. Again, I'll repeat it, for posting something on my Instagram or Twitter that may have had some unfortunate falsehoods in it. But I also am a human being that's 30 years old, and I've been growing up in a country that's told me that I wasn't worth anything, and I came from a slave class, and I come from a people that are meant to be treated the way we get treated every day. So I'm not here to compare anyone's atrocities or tragic events that their families have dealt with generations of time. I'm just here to continue to expose things that our world continues to put in darkness. I'm a light. I'm a beacon of light. That's what I'm here to do. You guys ask me questions about basketball, I give you my expert opinion. You guys ask me about other things, I give you my opinion, and it's met with whatever you believe the perception or the deception is. You guys investigate my life every day. And you justify it by serving your own purpose, which I honor. I would like the same respect in return. Figuring out just like anyone else. So please keep that same energy when we're talking about anti-other things. Because just because I post a documentary doesn't mean I'm anti-Semitic. And doesn't mean that I'm automatically standing with everyone that is believing in that. So it's unfortunate timing that we're in, but I'm glad that I could stand on the truth because I'm not afraid of these mics, these cameras. I used to be looking everyone in the eye and telling them the truth. And I'm proud of who I am. Any label that you put on me, I'm able to dismiss because I studied. I know the Oxford Dictionary, you look it up, right? It's one of the biggest mistakes I had in being a kid was not knowing European or Western language until I started looking it up and understanding the definitions and why they say, if you want to trick a black person, put it in a book. I was wondering my whole life why they said that. Now I'm 30 years old and I know reading is a superpower because it helps me understand where I'm going and where I come from. Like a tree with roots.
Kyrie,
That man go reading again.
Nigga read.
You reading and you talk. Oh man.
And then you round here. Okay, so let me back up, cause I think we need to cancel that name. Bump Kyrie. Bump Kyrie. Kyrie ain't like that chump, no way. He running around here talking about he free. What is Kyrie talking about thinking he free? Come on, Kendrick. Get him right. Get him right, Kendrick.
To buy in or whatever the case may be, my job is to make sure I rally up everybody else. All the young fellas that are in there. Cam Thomas, who haven't played that much this season, who I need to make sure his mindset is right so when he do start to get playing time, because it's coming.
Did you hear that? Let's back up. So there's two things I want you to hear from this clip. Now, I could do it better, which is, now, don't you be, Kyrie, now look at here, youngins. Here, let me do it right. Now, you here, youngins, don't y'all be following that nappy-headed niggers, Kyrie Irving. Because Kyrie is troublesome niggers, and he's on his way out. Massa finna come get him. So you look, you finna step up. We finna put you in the spot, because it's coming. I want y'all to understand Kyrie Irving got 5-game suspension.
At least.
At a minimum. I want to play that again. And the reason I want to, let me go ahead. Let me let you hear Kendrick Perkins. Because Kendrick Perkins, and I kind of like Kendrick Perkins as a commentator, right? Riis, Who are we talking about when you put the kid on the gate? Because you put the head on the gate so everybody else can be scared. And look, now Kendrick Perkins is now about to explain to the young people why they should be scared. Ready? Here's Kendrick Perkins.
To buy in or whatever the case may be, my job is to make sure I rally up everybody else.
I get the niggas in order. Boss. I got the others, boss.
All the young fellas that
now look at here. Now, do y'all remember the Willie Lynch syndrome where it was you got to scare you? I'm never gonna
in there. Cam Thomas, who haven't played that much this season, who I need to make sure his mindset is right, so when he do start to get playing time, because it's coming, that he's in the right mental state. Claxton, I got to worry about guys like Ben Simmons. How am I going to get him back on track to produce on the basketball court and overcome everything that happened with him over the last 2 years? So I can't put all my focus into Kyrie Irving because I got a team to worry about. Not just one individual, I got a team.
Kendrick Perkins. I don't know if y'all had the opportunity yesterday to see. Let me just be clear. I want y'all to understand that following this press conference, Kyrie Irving got a minimum 5-game suspension. Please tell me what he said or did to get 5-game suspension. And if you tell me it's not dangerous for Negroes to read,
I know everything he said, and that was wrong.
Hold on. Okay. Hold on. Here we go. Let's get.
Surprised that I did hurt people.
Are you surprised that the reaction, some of the things that you did, hurt people?
Like, do you hear this question?
Yeah, I think I can ask a better question. It's just, where were you when I was a kid, figuring out that 300 million of my ancestors are buried in America?
He went wrong there. He definitely went wrong there. All right, let's back up. Let's get Kyrie right. Kyrie, first thing in the world you do not do, is mention 300 million dead black people in the ocean.
He go counting.
Count.
That's counting.
Where were you guys asking those same questions when I was a kid dealing with learning about the traumatic events of my familial history and what I'm proud to?
That's reading.
I would say that's reading.
I'm from, and why I'm proud to stand here, and why when I repeat myself that I'm not going to stand down, it has nothing to do with dismissing any other race or group of people. I'm proud of my heritage and what we've been through, and the fact that this is pinned me against the Jewish community, and I'm here answering questions of whether or not I'm sorry or not on something I didn't create, and it was something I shared, and I'm telling everybody I'm taking responsibility, then that's where I sit. So, these same questions that you guys ask, me dealing with it as being a melanated, pigmented person all around the world.
Look at he trying to avoid. Hold on. He trying to avoid the black, right? He purposely not saying black in this space, and I think it may be because of the same reason that Jake and them be talking about, which is why he was saying melanated, pigmented, not
in color, demeaning me because of my religious beliefs, and
think about that. Freedom of religion,
freedom of speech. That's the whole First Amendment. I said they just taken away from this man.
Still sitting in the seat standing. So I take my full responsibility. Again, I'll repeat it, for posting something on my Instagram or Twitter that may have had some unfortunate falsehoods in it. But I also am a human being that's 30 years old, and I've been growing up in a country that's told me that I wasn't worth anything, and I came from a slave class, and I come from a people that are meant to be treated the way we get treated every day.
Now, let me just say this. Is there anybody that suggests that Kyrie wanted to be white? Oh, I think they said, now let me tell you what's getting ready to surface now. Kyrie with white women. Yeah.
You know he went to Duke, right? You know he went to
yeah, Kyrie, they about to put, because let me tell you what, that was too intellectual, right? And so let me tell you what they're going to do. They're going to hit him with the white women. They're going to hit him with the white women, bro. It's going to
turn them against it, you know what I'm saying?
And we going to go. Give us Barabbas.
Atrocities.
You would beg to hear somebody say this on TV. You know, they cannot have, and the crazy thing is, they're like, if you would have saw the rabbi when he said, and it's the little kids in my neighborhood that love Kyrie that now have to give away his shoe because he's so impressionable, right? And they could be so impressionable. And now, bro, it was like the guy was like, he came on and he was like, you know, the game of basketball was meant to bring us together. Don't nobody want to talk about the story of Abe Saperstein in basketball, though, right? And the Harlem Globetrotters. I'm gonna stop. Come on.
Or tragic events that their families have dealt with generations of time. I'm just here to continue to expose things that our world continues to put in darkness. I'm a light. I'm a beacon of light.
Nigga, no, you not. You from our neighborhood. Stop fronting.
Put in darkness. I'm a light. I'm a beacon of light.
Nigga think he's special.
That's what I'm here to do. You guys ask me questions about basketball, I give you my expert opinion. You guys ask me about other things, I give you my opinion, and it's met with whatever you believe the perception or the deception is. You guys investigate my life every day, and you justify it by serving your own purpose, which
is gonna be them pictures.
I would like the same respect in return, figuring out just like anyone else. So please keep that same energy when we're talking about anti-other things. Because just because I post a documentary doesn't mean I'm anti-Semitic. And doesn't mean that I'm automatically standing with everyone that is believing in that. So it's unfortunate timing that we're in, but I'm glad that I could stand on the truth because I'm not afraid of these mics, these cameras. I used to be looking everyone in the eye and telling them the truth. And I'm proud of who I am. Any label that you put on me, I'm able to dismiss because I studied. I know the Oxford Dictionary, you look it up, right? One of the biggest mistakes I had in being a kid was not knowing European or Western language until I started looking it up and understanding the definitions and why they say, if you want to trick a black person, put it in a book. I was wondering my whole life why they said that. Now I'm 30 years old and I know reading is a superpower because it helps me understand where I'm going and where I come from. Like a tree with roots.
Yo, I need for y'all to understand. After that statement, he got a 5-game, he's in 5-game minimum suspension. Now let me ask a question. What does he have to do to redeem himself to get back? Like, what's the terms of the suspension? Like, a better apology?
Male castration, black male castration.
What are you talking about,
You
man?
have to apologize and say you're sorry for the thing that you're sorry for. You need to take, like, classes and learn, give speeches that, like you have to basically say something that you really don't believe in. So they want you to really lie, but they want you to say it, to dismiss it, to dismiss anything of that thought because they don't want people thinking that, So anything, just like slavery, you know what I'm saying? They read something, see something, they don't want anybody thinking any other thing. So if this one person step out of line and I show you what I can do to him, this is an example for everyone else. Stay in your place, okay? Stay in your place. As soon as you step out of it, this is what I'm gonna do to you. So now you're either gonna say sorry or this is what I'm gonna do to you.
Riis.
Got ESPN going on. There's all these black analysts.
But I think it helped change the course of the crack epidemic. I don't know what's this opioid thing, man.
Well, being a crackhead wasn't cool back then. Being a crackhead wasn't cool. Now they seem like they're making it cool to be drinking lean and syrup and
it's the most dangerous. It's the most dangerous thing that's facing our our society.
So why sign an artist that would promote that?
Because I already answered that question. You weren't paying attention. She asked me talent or issues, and I said talent. But I have to. I can't give up on people.
But I'm saying that's hypocritical, though. You're saying the
it's opportunistic.
Yeah.
I got people to feed. I got a business to run.
You're gonna make Dame Dash take this clip and call you a culture vulture.
Who's Dame Dash? You brought him up. I don't even know him. So you bring his name up. I don't even know him. So
y'all made a lot of money together.
Made a lot of
money.
Come
on, Leo. Don't do that to him.
I don't know him. I really don't. So, I don't know what to tell you.
F10.
You're watching The Breakfast Club.
And in case you're wondering who that guy was, he's a guy who brought you this.
Water, I can feel it. Hit him with Fiji, damn, it's water to strip. Can't take this shit, I'ma bust real quick. I'ma call drill wit, don't play bit. Man down, gang shit, party all day shit. Poppin' pills crazy, pyramid I'm booted. Got your bitch zooted, I'm poppin' that X. Pop out with slams, bitch I'ma go to banana. Damn, Ariel style home, it's a damn movie. No, poppin' the pills and get groovy. Damn, I'm in the booth scene. What we do is shoot movies. Damn, movies. Damn.
What you say?
No, just saying, just talk over so they don't.
Oh, yeah. So why don't we just, hold on. This is what we do.
Look at that.
Just mute
this
it.
Right here ain't going to get, look, 51 dead ops. And that's smoking, drinking, all the illegal guns in there. Look at that dude with a drum on his gun. Look at another one with a switch on his gun. It's,
But we gonna cook Kyrie. The guy that just was talking to you puts this out. This is our neighborhoods. These are our kids. Now this is okay for our children. But they don't want Kyrie to share a movie. They make these movies. They promote them. If you are watching, do you see these kids with guns, lean? Look, bro, these. Do y'all understand this? They're purveying death in our community, and we're cooking Kyrie. But I ain't like that nigga, no way. What was he? Didn't he play for Cleveland? So, look, man. There go your daughters. There go your kids. That's okay for your children. They said, we cannot have this guy saying this stuff because of what it will do on our kids. Because of the effect it will have on our kids. It's the Maze Jackson Show. Is it calls on the line? Call you on the Maze Jackson Show. What's going on? Talk to me. What's going on? Is this Harold?
Yes, it is I.
Hey, man, you got to get you a sound filter, man. You be driving and talking. Pull over, turn it, or let the window up or something.
Just go on speaker, put it
or take us
all
off
right,
speaker.
so look, this is what you got to do. Damn, it's the headset. Damn beat. All right, so look, this all you got to do. This whole Jewish relationship. Contact Chris Harris, okay? That's all you got to do. Contact Chris Harris, a Bright Star Kojic and a St. James Kojic. He hangs out with these folks. He has a relationship with them. Have Chris Harris come on the air and bring his rabbi friend. Bring a black rabbi, a white rabbi, and we all just talk about what the heck's going on. But I just want to bring this to you all's memory as well. Some years ago, wasn't it a rabbi that called black people monkeys or something? And none of these folks said anything? Hello?
I'm here. Oh, brother. Let me. Hey, Joe. I'm busy watching 51 Dead Ops. You keep talking.
Wait, say again?
I'm busy watching 51 Dead Ops, Bank Driller and Blood Brothers. You keep talking because I won't, because, it's good enough for us, but it's not good for them. What we got to stop in our neighborhoods.
You're right. That happened on March 20th of 18.
What? Wait. Okay. You got it? Play the audio.
Chief Rabbi, I just say Chief Rabbi called black people monkeys.
Go ahead, Harold.
Yeah, so it's like, hey, Ron Emanuel, brother, when are you going to say something about that? I think we need to, it's
y'all let them
ways, or what's going on?
Yeah, first of all, let me tell y'all what.
That's all.
Thanks, Harold. I'm going to tell y'all want to be like, but what about? What about what they did when they did it to us? Right? No. It's like somebody got to cook. Like, we can't beef. This is why when y'all always forgive how we say forget, they say never. Hold on. Let me see if I can find this video for y'all. Hold on, Riis. Let's see if we can. Let's get through the commercials. Pause. Let's open this bad boy up. Let's start from the beginning.
מברך בשני הבריות. מברכים רואה בריות משונות, מברך בשני הבריות. רואה כושי, מברך עליו בשני הבריות. איזה כושי? שאבא שלו ואימא שלו לבנים, והוא יצא כושי. לא הכל כושי מברכים. אתה הולך בחור באמריקה, כל 5 דקות תראה כושי מברך עליו בשני הבריות, אלא צריך שיהיה כושי שאבא שלו ואימא שלו לבנים. איפה אתה תדע? אם אתה יודע, בפן שאתה יודע, ואתה יצא להם בן קוף, יצא להם בן ככה, אז תברך עליו ונחמם בשני הבריות. אז מה, תגיד, צריך שיהיה 2 כושים? צריך שיהיה? לא. אלא זה דוגמה גמרא אמרה. רואה בריות כאלה ואיך רואה ככה. אז גם כאן, יוצא במי...
Well, y'all probably like, what the hell was that? But the story is, one of Israel's chief rabbis called black people monkeys during his weekly sermon. Sound familiar? But ain't that what the girl said in Los Angeles too? Rabbi Yitzhak Yosef's comments were denounced as racially charged and utterly unacceptable by the Anti-Defamation League, a New York City-based organization devoted to battling anti-Semitism and racism. So they took over our fight too, right? So they did battling both, but they gave him a pass. How much did he have to pay? Did he have to come to us and apologize? Did he stand up and make apology? Are they cooking him? Did they fire him? Is he still preaching?
You got a raise.
Right, because you could do what you want to the niggas. Caller, you on the Mace Jackson Show. What's up? Caller?
Good morning, my son.
Good morning.
Good morning, my son.
Good morning.
Listen, listen, I want to bring this to your attention, Mace, because, I listened early to you on my TuneIn app. Mm-hmm. And WBGX, and when Mama D was speaking, it went off into Byron. It just went off into Byron. I don't know how it happened, and I don't know if you know that's what happened.
I did not.
But I was just letting you know.
Thank you.
Now, yeah, I didn't think you did. Oh, so now, my comment is this. Because, see, we can get this together. We don't have to go back and forth on this. Now is the time that all the regions where black people live, should come together, brothers who attended the Million Man March. And as Uncle Rosie said, the woke generation, that consists of you and what's in it for the black people, brothers and sisters, and our historians, to come together and research this term, anti-Semitic. Let's straighten this mess out, and we can do it. Outside of Minister Farrakhan, who will call for a regional platform? Who will do it? This got to be straightened out because it's going to happen. At some point, it's going to happen. The truth shall rise. It's just that simple. So to the woke generation, hey, let's get it on. Let's start a regional platform on this term, anti-Semitic, along with our great historian. That's it.
Thank you, Sister Zakia. I'm going to tell you, I think we need to do something, right? I'm with you on that because I just feel like this can be hung on you and you are done. And it is, even if you're telling the truth, if you're saying something that someone doesn't like, if you are considered a troublemaker, if you are considered someone that cannot be subjugated, then you can be labeled and then you get cooked. Y'all, did y'all hear what that man said? He said you put it in a book. I know who I am. This, like Famo. How long before they activate? So then I just got to tell you, watching ESPN yesterday, like I hate Jason Williams now. I hate him. Like, wait, Jay Will? Yeah, I hate him. I'm just so hurt by what he's done. And I don't know that he should get a second chance. Mug, didn't you get $1 million contract? And I know that I'm the poster child for second chances, but I don't know. Can somebody please tell me? And I promise you, I don't want this to be labeled anything except a pursuit of knowledge as to what black people are. The black historian don't make a difference because they can label the black historian anti-Semitic. See, like, I think it goes back to Junior Lee, which says you can't check your people if you ain't got a check. And
I think the best thing I saw yesterday was the revolution would not be televised. That right there was so powerful to me. Like, you can't tell the truth, not like that. Like they said, man, he got 17 million fans on some platform, and then another 5 somewhere. He got 22 million fans. He can reach 22 million people. No,
that
sir.
Nigga doing on a net.
Sorry, you would not be able. We will de-announce it. You know what I'm saying? Denounce everything you said. And, you know, even though they never prove any facts, they just make you apologize for saying something. You know,
and they said, okay, so I got this one. Look at this. The instigator producer from online from afar says, and right now it's a competition. You know, Ari Emanuel called up Adam Silver and said, y'all really gonna let Kyrie slide? You see what I did to mine. Like, y'all mean to tell me Kyrie don't have no, like, straight up Adam Silver finna ride down with all them black people in the NBA league. And it's just like, you know what that feel like to me, Riis? Remember how I tell you when white people come in the neighborhood, black people get quiet? They'll whoop our ass. Whoop us. White boy, pencil neck white boy come to the neighborhood, and guess what, fam? Everybody quiet. Dog, it's 6 foot. LeBron, King James, where your king at? Like, no, you know, like, to me, where's the NBA Players Association? Y'all are suspending.
He is. He's the vice president. They just suspended the vice president of the NBA. You didn't know that? He's the VP.
Right, that's probably why, though, because he was one of the ones that when it was time to go down, he was getting it in. Carla, you're on the Maze Jackson show. What does, you know, like, you know how, like, when you're Catholic and they say you go in for penance and they say you got to do 6 Hail Marys, 3 rosaries, and blah, blah, blah. What does Kyrie have to do? What does he need to do? Carla, you're on the Maze Jackson show.
I don't think anybody has to do anything. Number one, this is nothing but a distraction. We got all this important stuff to go on, and like the lady before talking about doing research on Semitics. Take that time to
get together and start thinking about what we're going to do for us. The hell with all this conversation.
Hey, Patrick, I'm sorry.
Kanye started this stuff off, and now everybody's following in line. And then we know, what the reaction is going to be when we start it. So now, why start it? We got a whole lot of important things to do besides get off in BS. And to me, that's just all BS.
I think Patrick. Patrick. Now hold on. I'm gonna push back on that. Now I love talking to you, but I think it's so. One of the things that Kyrie said in that thing was, "I wish I knew what I knew when I was a child. I wish I knew when I was growing up in Bolingbrook and thinking that black people were bad." We're thinking that there was no future for me, right? And what people know is that the biggest people in our community, regardless of whether we want to, it ain't no preacher, it ain't your mom and daddy, it's these celebrities. And because we don't have giant black businessmen and people like that, the people put in front of our young people are people like Kyrie. Now, everybody else puts in front of our kids, as long as we don't have no problem as long as they popping Barbie and flying models in and flying them in from around the world. They can do all that. They can have them stripping on planes. They could be pouring alcohol down their bodies. They could do whatever. You kill yourself. But do not free your mind. And I'm going to tell you, if you talk to any of my friends in that community, they always say education, and we have a sense of ourselves. So to tell them there's some BS, because I'm not talking about the Kanye piece. I'm talking about a black man who just said, I have knowledge of self. We read back when I was kid, they said, know thyself. We used to have something, part of the awakening is knowing, as we talk about having a spiritual awakening, is having people who say, family, you are not 61 dead ops. You are not the worst. You are not born to be a slave. You are the chosen people of God. And that's his fight. Ain't none of us. And in the praise of that, then we don't need to be like, it's BS, then be quiet. If that's not your fight, if knowledge and information is not your fight, don't minimize his fight. We find a way to say, that ain't important, this ain't important. But then we'll hold up Jim Brown. Everybody be talking about Jim Brown stood up. Now we whoop our people for standing up. You on that BS. No, I'm sorry, Patrick. I love you today, but I can't go for that one today. So give me the next caller. Call you on the Maze Jackson Show.
Good morning, Maze.
Good morning. Good morning. What your name is? What's up? I know who it is. What your name is? Get on. Talk to me.
So, look, you already know. Me and that's over here fired up, okay? Now, we already know. We've seen over the decades, even before, we came into all of this lightness, consciousness, and things like that, when somebody says something that's considered anti-Semitic or anti-anything, they always have to pay a ticket. We already know that. But we have to understand is that nothing that Kyrie said, nothing that Kanye said can be unheard. It cannot be unthought about. It cannot be unlistened to. It can't be anything. They just pay the price so that we can keep moving forward and keep reading the books, keep watching the videos, keep, to do everything. They're in a position for them to pay the price, right? We still need to start just saying this one thing. It's not about the tribe. It's not about where you come from. Start asking these people, who is the original man?
Simple question.
Who is the original man? That's it. That's all. And once that conversation starts to happen, then we can start talking about different geographical locations and things like that. Because I don't argue with no flower about nothing black, nothing anti-anything. Because at the end of the day, I'm your mama. Not the woman that you think is your mother. I created everything that has something to do with you. Everything came from the black man and a black woman. Period. So those questions are the ones that need to be answered, not anything else. Because we know that they steal and they stole everything. But what you can't steal is the originality. I love you, man.
I love you back. This is the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. Brother Edward, you got an iPhone or you got one of them dang on Androids? Look, we're going to figure this out and then we're going to come back. I'm going to do my top 3 artists, but I also do want to continue this conversation. Oh, I actually do have it. Actually, Riis, let's do this. Hold on. Let me see if I can get this up. You know, I got a lot of online producers now.
Nation of Islam produced a book a bunch of decades ago called The Secret Relationship Between Blacks and Jews. And it documented it says that it documents the history of Jewish involvement in the slave trade, and then goes on to say, Jewish involvement in the slave trade was massive, and they, like you said, our chief financiers or chief participants or leading participants. So I decided, to not just read what people I agree with say, but also people I don't necessarily agree with. Perhaps in the people who are the analogs to the Nation of Islam in the Jewish community are not my allies, right? But I think that what they have to say can't be dismissed outright if they did scholarship. So I wanted to judge it on its own merits. So I read that book that they wrote that was called Anti-Semitic. And what I found was, I did find some of the language to be offensive. I did find that it kind of exaggerated and went over the top and, built up a bit of a straw man and kind of elaborated to it, to an extent that I felt was unfair. But having said that, I felt that they also documented facts that are unassailable, and they sourced it impeccably, realizing that because of their hard right politics, that they would be attacked and their credibility would be called into question. So they footnoted it, to the nth degree and left tracks so that they could be followed up on and verified. And I was not able to follow up on everything, but I was able to follow up on no small amount of the claims that they made in their books. And those are the stories that I've told you earlier when I spoke about that. Those were some of those were stories that I first found there, but then went to the original source just to make sure that they weren't quoting it out of context or inventing it all together. And sadly, those are truths that we have to face.
It's the Maze Jackson Show.
History.
We'll be
we
back.
Have to look at it honestly, accept it,
after
acknowledge it, if we're to
messages.
make amends for it.
It's the Maze Jackson Show. We'll be back. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. I want a real fair. I want to just have a conversation. Like, I just want to understand what's right. Check this out. Check this part out. Do y'all realize that the movie was on Amazon? The National Basketball Association has announced a multi-year partnership with Amazon, which will see live games broadcast on the Prime Video streaming service. So why is NBA not taking the video? Why is the NBA not censoring Amazon? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to whoop the Negro for reading, not the author of the book, who's still distributing it, who right now, with all of this NBA stuff, is going to grow the book. Y'all killing me, man. But I ain't like that nigga no way, so let's cancel him. It's the Maze Jackson Show. $2,500. What?
You talking about for the book, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it went up. It was like like $750, but because of everything that's going on.
Where can I get? I ain't paying $2,500.
I was gonna say you better pay $25 for that.
I feel like I might need to.
That's what but when I saw that price, I said, "Do you see what it is, though?"
That's you know what that is?
Because you can't pay for it.
You can't pay for it, but you know it's like remember when they said you want to stop people from killing each other, charge more for bullets.
They said I'm gonna up the price.
$25.
You want to learn your real history? It's gonna cost you $2,500.
It's the Maze Jackson Show. We'll be back after these messages.
The Maze Jackson Show. We'll be back after this break. Maze Jackson.
Uh-oh, what's in it for the black people? I want to know, is there an offensive black people list? Who manages it and do black people have to honor it?
Maze. You're Uncle Tom. That's why you're an offensive. And the reason why you're Uncle Tom is the real story of Uncle Tom. How he worked for his freedom, and then the slave master reneged on him and wouldn't let him get his freedom. So you know what he did? He left. You're messing with the church's money. You were smart enough to work your way off, so you offended the white folks, and then you offended the black folks because your ass left, and because they wouldn't. And who manages the list is both black folks and white folks, because if you see in that situation, the black folks is just as mad as the white slave owner that Uncle Tom left.
What happens if you say that and someone gets offended?
You ran off the plantation, brother. That's why you're offensive. That's all I got, bro. Keep being offensive.
Thank you.
Maze Jackson.
Why money ain't free? Why can't you just give it to me? I don't want to work for nobody. I'd rather keep doing me. Why money ain't free? Why can't you just give it to me? I don't want to work for nobody. I'd rather keep doing me. Why money ain't free? Wake up in the morning with the frown on my face, 'cause I know it's another day that I gotta face now. For people I don't want to see, working at a job that I don't want to be, breaking my back to the bone with nothing to show. But I got dreams and goals, but as soon as I clock in, I'm ready to go. So there's one thing I gotta know. Why money ain't free? Why money ain't free? Why can't you just give it to me? Give it to me. I don't want to work for nobody. I'd rather keep doing me. Why money? Why can't you just give it to me? I don't want to work for nobody. I'd rather keep doing me. Why money ain't free?
Rocking in that 9 to 5, got your girl hella tired. Why won't they let me be? Now I understand why my mama always used to ask, did I think money grew on trees? I got these bills after bills and they just keep coming. Working overtime, but my pockets ain't flooding. Yeah, my funds low. Adult life is ghetto.
Why money ain't free?
Why it ain't free?
Why can't you just give it to me?
Why can't they just give it to me?
I don't want to work for nobody. I'd rather keep
WIFTV-PM. Back to the Maze Jackson Show. You are listening to the most dangerous show. This is What's in It for the Black People Radio. Maze Jackson. Maze Jackson, the most vociferous advocate for black people in the world.
For Ruthie Moore, for Ty Stroger, I am the host of the Maze Jackson Show, asking every single day, what's in it for the black people? And if you don't like it, you can still tell them Maze said, Mayor Lightfoot, man, we ain't accepting that. We ain't accepting that. Let's go.
Yeah. Let's get down to business and go ahead and address the facts. Man, Lightfoot seems more lesbian than black. Rahm Emanuel's another case. He was just as tired. 50 closed schools left much to be desired. Police had Anjanette naked on that body cam. They suppressed the footage so it couldn't touch a lot of hands. Reminds me of that 16 shots in that cover-up. Both of them similar, so I went and dug it up. George Floyd killed, a lot of riots happened in the town. Southside burned and they wouldn't let them bridges down. Grandmother sick, need a prescription and plus a couple groceries. You gon' have to travel just to get it now. COVID-19 out here shutting all the business down. Not enough SBA loans to even give around. So many failed businesses that you could put them in the pile. If you don't survive the pandemic, pandemic, it's gonna sit you down. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. Shout out to Willie Wilson, hope one day you get to send it. Need some different players in the gang to handle business. Too many shady characters like Madigan and Blago. But when you really break it down, it's typical Chicago. City full of gangsters, it's what the land was built on. Same streets where hood legends DNA get spilled on. Carjackers out here lurking, trying to get they steal on. Looking for a block to put them Hellcat wheels on. Let us give bogus appraisals a red line. Car crackers out here getting minimal fair time. And I'm concealed carry, I stay with the pipe. But Illinois gun laws giving minimal rights. Stay up on the swivel, make sure I'm moving tight. Check all of my mirrors when I pull up to the light. Pick my homie up from out of town, man, he caught a flight. He was hella nervous, told him, shorty, this a way of life. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks.
Wake up, Chicago! Please wake up, world. I think I'm gonna play the clip one more time and then I'm gonna just leave it alone. But I want this is what I want you to think about. I want you to think about, so I'm a parent, right? My kids have crossed the threshold. One of my children has crossed the threshold into adulthood. And there were times, excuse me, when I wondered if what I was teaching the example that I was trying to set was impacting my children. And I'll be honest with you, I look for the day when Milan is 30, Maison is 30, and the things that I try to instill in them take root and they become their parents. You ever see that commercial? They be like, you're going to become your parents. And I cannot imagine the pride and fear that I would feel for my son or daughter to stand in front of the camera and be able to say, I am a free black man or woman, knowing that every Negro, you realize that the reason, because everybody jealous of the guy who think he free. Remember me telling y'all about when I worked at Wall Street Deli? I was telling you this earlier, but Wall Street Deli, when I thought, people used to be like, they would all come to work all the time, and they would be like, who doesn't think he is? I'd be like, look, I'd be like, I come to work, let's go, hey. They'd be like, hey man, I get paid $8 an hour to be here. Hey, Joe. And I'd be like, come on, let's go. We're going to win, blah, blah. And so when I got my job or opportunity to go to GCI, you know how people's like, congratulations, but they really want you to be stuck with them? They really don't want you to get free? So they going to watch you go out, but they can't wait for you to come on back down. Nigga, you was one of us. You thought you was special? You tried to climb the wall? You tried to get out? I cannot imagine the pride that I would have to hear, Let me ask a question. When do you think you would have ever heard this on national TV? Like, when the pressure is on, they put you like this. Where my volume at? Oh, turn me out, Riis. I'm sorry.
Surprised that I did hurt people.
Are you surprised at the reaction, some of the things that
who was hurt?
You did hurt people.
Yeah, I think I can ask a better question. It's just, where were you when I was a kid, figuring out that 300 million of my ancestors are buried in America?
Let me just tell you. I don't know if you've ever taken a history class with white folks and been the only black kid in the class. And you have to be embarrassed when they talk about the slavery thing. Because the white kids are talking about, our God said, give us liberty or give me death. And you have to be in a space where you have to defend yourself, or you have to be always the least of. Patrick made me mad because I was that kid. Love you, Patrick. I'm not tripping on you. But why? The same reason would Barack Obama stand up there and say that? No, he would sing Amazing Grace.
Where were you guys?
We don't. Do y'all understand why it's important for black men to be emasculated? You cannot have people like this.
Asking those same questions when I was a kid, learning about the traumatic events of my familial history and what I'm proud to come from and why I'm proud to stand here and why.
I'm sorry. We can't be proud. Right? Like, boy, you up here proud of yourself? Man.
You know, these same questions that you guys ask, me dealing with it as being a melanated, pigmented person.
I'm not calling myself black.
And dealing with racial biases against my skin color, demeaning me because of my religious beliefs. And I'm still sitting in the seat standing. So, I take my full responsibility. Again,
and they gave it to you
for posting something on my Instagram or Twitter that may have had some unfortunate falsehoods in it.
Check this out, though. Do you think Ari Emanuel called Adam Silver? I still need for somebody, I would like for someone to tell me what he did. How does he get 5-game suspension? Minimum.
But I also am a human being that's 30 years old, and I've been growing up in a country that's told me that I wasn't.
I'm not a boy. Do you hear this? I'm not a boy. You can't make me say Toby.
Worth anything, and I came from a slave class, and I come from a people that are meant to be treated the way we get treated.
I just need for y'all to understand that the NBA suspended him after he said this. Hold on. Let me go back. He got suspended for talking about slavery, and y'all talking about reparations?
But I also am a human being that's 30 years old, and I've been growing up in a country that's told me that I wasn't worth anything, and I came from a slave class, and I come from a people that are meant to be treated the way we get treated every day. So I'm not here to compare anyone's atrocities or tragic events that their families have dealt with generations of time. I'm just here to continue to expose things that our world continues to put in darkness. I'm a light. I'm a beacon of light. That's what I'm here to do. You guys ask me questions about basketball, I give you my expert opinion. You guys ask me about other things, I give you my opinion, and it's met with whatever you believe, the perception or the...
Now, did you notice the distinction he made? If you ask me about basketball, I give you my expert opinion because I'm a basketball expert. Now, if you ask me about my other stuff, I give you my opinion. I am not a scholar. You asking me on the basketball court about a movie I watched. Did anybody ask me about Django? Because I certainly would have said, what was that nigga doing on the nag?
Perception is You guys investigate my life.
The pictures, he knows what's happening. So let me break this down for you. Remember when I told you, he says you're going to investigate my life? Remember when you woke up the next morning and the what's in it for the black people free, when we were looking for the office of the Freedman's office. And we had the rally. And then all of a sudden in the Sun Times the next day, the picture was me as the rebel we don't need anti-Semitism. He knows what's coming. If you don't think that the white girl pictures are not going to circulate,
for opinion. You guys ask me about other things, I give you my opinion, and it's met with whatever you believe the perception or the deception is. You guys investigate my life every day, and you justify it by serving your own purpose, which I honor. I would like the same respect in return, figuring out just like anyone else.
Dang, man. There are no rules. There is no law that the black man has that white folks are bound to respect.
Well, you want to go figure it out? We gave you at least 5 days, and you go figure it out, and we gonna reevaluate.
But what when you reevaluate? What are you considering in the reevaluation?
He has to literally like say, the words. I'm not anti-Semitic. Like that has to be in a policy.
He said, "I can be anti. How can I be anti-Semitic if I know who I am?"
See,
Riis, I'm saying like. So reading the definition of Semitic, though, Arab people are Semitic.
You can't, but there you go. Read.
That's why I'm asking for the rules. That's why I'm just asking for the rules of engagement. Look, I know people gonna be like, "You bent when them people told you to." I want to know the rules, cause this man, and they're suspending him with no pay. No pay.
I'm a beacon of light. That's what I'm here to do. You guys ask me questions about basketball, I give you my expert opinion. You guys ask me about other things, I give you my opinion, and it's met with whatever you believe the perception or the deception is. You guys investigate my life every day, and you justify it by serving your own purpose, which I honor. I would like the same respect in return, figuring out just like anyone else. So please keep that same energy when we're talking about anti-other things. Because just because I post a documentary doesn't mean I'm anti-Semitic, and doesn't mean that I'm automatically standing with everyone that is believing in that. So it's unfortunate timing that we're in, but I'm glad that I can stand on the truth, because I'm not afraid of these mics, these cameras. I used to be looking everyone in the eye and telling them the truth, and I'm proud of who I am.
Hold on. This nigga say he gonna be looking people in the eye too?
And he said he's standing on the truth. What truth? So that kind of negated. You apologize. What truth are you standing on?
Any label that you put on me, I'm able to dismiss because I studied. I know the Oxford.
Nigga, there you go with that reading stuff again.
You know the Oxford, this and that.
Oh, this nigga reading way too much. You reading on a 12th grade level?
Dictionary, you look it up, right? One of the biggest mistakes I had in being a kid was not knowing European or Western language.
This right here hit me different. Remember I told you I got to U of I was the first time that I really knew we was like something? Like, think about how many kids never go to college.
Language. Until I started looking it up and understanding the definitions and why they say, if you want to trick a black person, put it in a book.
Right there.
I was wondering my whole life why they said that. Now
Same reason they told us we couldn't read, Nick, and you out here trying to mess it up for everybody.
Where I come from. Like a tree with roots.
Kyrie is messing it up for everybody. I think we need to cancel him. I ain't like that in no way. Around here trying to get us all in trouble. Look, y'all, it's the Maze Jackson Show. I really do want to go to the community meetings that they're gonna have at the Barclays Center. Cause I wonder, is it gonna be a lecture or is it gonna be a conversation? Do we go to the Barclays Center and watch a slideshow presentation about racism? Anti-Semitism? Do we show 100 years of lynchings? Okay. So look, I'm going to take a quick break. And then when we come back, I might just do Tell Me Something Good, because y'all don't want to talk about this no more. It's the Maze Jackson Show. We'll be back after these messages.
The Maze Jackson Show. We'll be back after this break. Maze Jackson.
Caller, you on the Maze Jackson Show? What's up?
Hi, this is Katie. How are you?
Hey! Okay, hold on. I'm going to make an official nomination right now that we make Katie the new president of the phone club. Riis, can I get a second from you, man?
I second it.
All right, it's been moved and properly seconded. Everybody tuned in on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, or Twitch. If you vote that Katie should be the new president of the phone club, please signify by saying aye. The ayes have it. Congratulations, you are now the new president of the phone club. Katie from Ashburn.
We did it. We did it. You're going to be the next president.
How you doing, boss lady?
Thank you. Fine. Thank you. I accept that nomination. Thank you.
All right. You got drafted.
Maze Jackson.
It's the Maze Jackson Show, where every single day we ask the question, what's in it for the black people? And if you don't like it, you can still tell them. Maze said, we out of here.
Y'all smiling more every day, closer to my dreams. Hey, guapole, the food tastes better. I stopped smoking squares, healing from the inside out, making repairs. I forgave some people, thanked them for the lessons, cause holding on to it was blocking my blessings. No more stressing, worry dishonors God, so I just pray, and I'm loving my odds. Mingle with like minds, gravitate where light shines. Graduate, masters, your rhymes ain't like mine. Big dank from the west side, this is my best self. Taking vacations, hoping the rest helps. Got a career now, loving what's ahead. My spirit is free from the stuff that I shared.
I feel good now, ain't that what life's about? Thank you for new days, something to sing about. Let's do it a new way, more than just talk about. Today's a holiday, that's what it's all about. I feel good now, ain't that what life's about? Thank you for new days, something to sing about. Let's do it a new way, more than just talk about. Today's a holiday, that's what it's all about.
I'm feeling so good now, walking on higher ground. Got out the country, visit some new towns, made some new friends, let go of some bad ones. Soon as that took place, everything got fun. My life started going up, opportunities showing up. I'm back where I wanna be, no headaches and throwing up. Reconnect with the homie, it's positive energy, vibes and wavelengths. It's all about frequency. I'm back with my first love, it feel like the first time. I'm back in the studio, this ain't my first rhyme. I wake up every day, blessed as heavenly. Before I ain't say much, now I got much to say. Raise my credit score, got rid of some past debt. Heard that's attractive, well call me a magnet. Plugged into an outlet, living life outright. All on my Kid Cudi, focusing day and night. Right?
Now ain't that what life's about? Thank you for new days, something to sing about. Let's do it a new way, more than just talk about. Today's a holiday, that's what it's all about. I feel good now, ain't that what life's about? Thank you for new days, something to sing about. Let's do it a new way, more than just talk about. Today's a holiday, that's what it's all about.
Feel good. See, my state gets busy. That's the cardinal rule.
This might be a small thing, kind of revolving around a situation that don't happen often. I mean, it's involving something that's scalding. Hot the topic is, it needs some resolving. It's kind of puzzling, sometimes solving. But after I thought about it, sent her to Walgreens to pick up a few things to stop me from stalling. Otherwise, I'ma be blunt and she gon' be balling. And I don't need that. Or her brother calling, talking them fight words. Now we gon' be brawling. I'm more of a stand-up. I don't be falling for that okie doke. It's better dissolving. Call me a nice guy. Yeah, I
like nice things. It's best to stay away from chicks that's trifling. I'm not a rival, so I don't be rivaling. But end up in this scene, I won't be wifing, you know?
Avoid a quick fail, take heed to this wise tale.
If you feel me like Brill, take heed to this wise tale.
Whether male or female, take heed to this wise tale.
Outside or in jail, take heed to this wise tale.
She got a secret, don't know where she keep it, don't know why she hide it, guess it's convenient. She like a zebra, two things at one time. It ain't black and white when you lived it a lifetime. She got a story, might be a fable, no categories. She don't like labels, she like a loner. Maybe she's selfish, something is fishy, but she don't like shellfish. She say that her phone broke and she need a new phone. She got a night job, now she got two phones, one for the pubic, one for the public. I Freudian slip, y'all, I think that you dug it. She got a curfew, she live in the group home, but she in Miami, getting her look on. She can't be truthful, not what she built for. Mouth might be useful, but nothing to kill for, you know?
Avoid a quick fail, take heed to this wise tale.
If you feel me like Braille, take heed to this wise tale.
You are listening to the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. Got my man, DJ Riis, the ruler. Y'all don't want to be free. Hey, man, let's cancel Kyrie. I ain't like that
we
nigga.
Can't be. Which one is it?
We can't. Man, and nigga thought he was running around here talking about he free, man. Ain't like that nigga no way. Cancel. I'm just saying, man. You know how we do, right? Riis, how long? Who is going to be the person that's going to tell us that Kyrie bogus and he was with white girl? He like white girls anyway. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming.
His first wife, his first baby mama white, so you know that.
It's coming. He went to Duke. Where'd he grow up? Probably grew up in the burbs, man. It's like the thing that happens for the brothers that, where he coming from? Find his hometown. Because the problem for the brothers like that is, if you don't learn about yourself till late in life, then you think you winning.
Oh, I forgot anyway. Well, he was born in Australia. I think he's an Australian, but I think it's something where he was, yeah, for sure. Like he's an Australian some type of way.
What?
Yeah, and that's true. He was like born in Australia. I forgot about the little thing, but yeah, like he definitely is born in Australia. But he is black. I think his father, someone's in like the army or military.
Hey man, here go my thing. You come home. What's his new son? What's his son name? His Elohim, and what's his wife name? Right? It's like this is the thing. Like when you wake up, nobody should be mad at you for having your waking up. And if you wake up and do you realize that the best prophets are usually the ones that was on the other side? Right? The ones that, yeah. So it's the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. Got my man, DJ Riis, the ruler. What I would like is for someone to please give us the black rules of what black people can and cannot talk about. What history we're allowed to know, what history we should pretend like we can't read, and what are we allowed to say out loud and what are we not allowed to say out loud. I find it amazing that Jeffrey Epstein never had any of these problems. I find it amazing that I feel like I just feel like we forget. And I feel a certain kind of way turn my volume up on the computer.
Stand up straight. I gotta go in. Take a seat. Grab a seat, man. Why y'all don't believe me? Take a seat. I'm not the kind of guy. I'm not that kind of guy, man.
Take a seat.
No, I'm a diet.
Take a seat.
I'm a diet, man.
You need to take a seat right now.
And I just had COVID, man. I don't want to go back to that.
Take a seat. I'll roll the windows
No.
down. Hey, listen.
Dang, man.
Listen.
I'm not that kind of guy.
I'll roll the windows down and you put your legs in, all right? I'll
Y'all
put the air on.
God, look at that.
Look, you're not even listening.
Look at it.
We can fix it right now while you're standing out here.
Okay, man. God, y'all do me bad, man. Man, I don't want to try to win. I don't want to try to win. I don't want to win. I'm claustrophobic, man.
Get in the car.
Get in the car. Get in the front. Please.
No, you're not getting in the front.
I'm claustrophobic, so I'm
Get in the car.
Okay, man, okay. I'm not a bad guy, man.
In the car.
I'm not. Please,
sit.
Please.
Take a seat.
Please, man. Please. No. Take a seat. I can't choke. I can't breathe, officer. Please.
Fine.
My wrist, man. My wrist, man, please. I can't. I'm on the ground. I'm on the ground. Come on. I'm going down.
Get in the squad.
I'm going down. I'm not going to win.
Bro, you walk down a heart attack.
I know I can't breathe.
Get in the car.
I can't go, man. I can't breathe.
Take a seat.
Please, man. Please listen to me.
Is he going to jail?
Listen to me.
He's under arrest right now for forgery.
I tell you.
Can we figure out what's going on?
Forgery for what? Take him out. For what? Please, man. I can't fucking breathe.
Hey, come on out.
Look at you. Thank you.
Get him on the ground. Yeah, on the ground. On the ground.
My wrist. Right.
You got your restraint. Hobble. Okay. I'll grab that. Get him.
Jesus Christ. I can't breathe.
Thank you.
I can't breathe.
Stop moving.
I think y'all forgot. I'm not gonna play the whole thing because I can't do it to myself. But I told you that there was gonna come a time that there was going to be a backlash to the gains. Y'all thought that we was straight. Y'all thought that your diversity, equity, and inclusion, you thought that this sacrifice, that this would be the catalyst. We watched buildings burn. Not one law changed. Not one. And whether it's George Floyd like that doesn't submit, I like, we forgot. You know why I played that? Because we forgot. Like, we sitting up here right now, that happened just 2 years ago. We watched an execution on TV ad nauseum. The country went up. The deck went up. And we are now apologizing for our existence again. I need for you to understand what happens for us. Riis, turn my volume.
Sandra Bland's arrest. Days later, she was found dead in a jail cell. This video, never before seen by the public, sheds new lights on her encounter with a trooper. Here is Maria Villarreal.
Get out of the car now.
This is how Sandra Bland saw the 2015 escalating traffic stop.
Did you just open my car door?
Recorded on her own cell phone. The new video obtained by the investigative network synced with the sound from Trooper Brian Encinia's previously released dash cam provides better context to the encounter.
You threatening to drag me out of my own car.
Get out of the car.
And then you
I
gonna
will
stun
light
me?
you up. Get out.
Wow.
Now.
Wow.
Get out of the car.
For a failure to signal. You doing all of this for a failure to signal.
Get over there.
It was the first time Bland's sisters saw the 39-second recording.
This not only shows that he lied, but that he really had no business even stopping her.
We're apologizing right now in Chicago, across the world. Black people are apologizing. We are. We are. In the face of what we know. What you're looking at right now is Laquan McDonald. "16 shots. Walking in the middle of the street. Gunned down. Shot, smoke coming off his body.
I didn't sell anything. I did nothing. We sitting here the whole time, running our business. What are you talking about? I watched it. You watched it do what? Who did I sell cigarette to? To whom?
Not that Richard. There's another guy.
How can you say you see me sell a cigarette and all I did was just break up a fight?
Which means doesn't matter because you said I did it. I did it. No, I didn't. My bag. I don't got no bag.
From there, 2 seconds later, the sirens were heard. Well, when he grabbed him by his neck, he pulled back to try to bring him to the ground.
The girl came over, gave us a bag and gave us shit.
And within all that time, the guy was still around his neck.
Put your hand behind your back. I can't breathe. 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 I can't breathe.
Then he got up, pushed his face into the floor twice, and then put his knee on top of his face while Eric was telling him he couldn't breathe. And I seen his eyes roll back, and he was foaming from the mouth, and I knew he was gone from there.
Oh, they got it.
I kept telling them, trying to push the issue, like put an oxygen mask on him. And all they did was leave the cuffs on him and search him. And I felt that they treated him wrong, even after the fact that they had him contained.
I want to make sure that we are clear who's apologizing. I want to make sure that we are clear why we are apologizing. I got one more for you.
When weather attacks,
Take it
will
down
your
for a
roof
second,
fail
Riis.
to protect?
And I'll tell you when to bring it back up. But, hold on. Riis, turn it up.
Before the state trooper got the dog, attacked a suspect for over 3 minutes. Sold for the whole thing. A lawsuit has now been filed in an arrest where a state police canine attacked a suspect for over 3 minutes before the state trooper got the dog to stop. Larry Spruill following the story for us tonight. Larry, I understand the trooper involved is also facing criminal charges.
Yeah, Karen, he was charged with 1 count of felonious assault from that incident in November of 2020. And today, the victim and his attorney are suing not just the trooper, but MSP as 13th, 2020 in Lansing. Gilliam says he was there to see family when he was pulled over. He admits he did not stop immediately because he was scared. Gilliam ended up crashing the car where he sustained a broken hip, but he says when he got out the car, Trooper Serbrook ordered his dog to attack him.
I'm asking a police officer to please keep the dog off of me, get him off of me, and he's telling the dog, stay on him, good boy.
Gilliam said the dog kept biting him repeatedly for almost 4 minutes.
When I told him that he's biting me in my head, he says, I don't care.
Now Gilliam says these scars are a constant reminder of that dreadful night.
I have body scars, I have...
It's tough for me as a black man in America to know that I have to apologize for my existence. I have to apologize for accidentally offending everybody. But I say cancel Kyrie anyway, because I ain't like that nigga no way. When he taking pictures, probably grew up in another country anyway, like white girls. I don't know what this nigga think he doing. Reed thought he was special, better than us. Go to the live line. Call us the Mace Jackson Show. There's no black defense. They can do whatever they want to us, whether it's murder, rob, kill, or hang a tag on you. I've experienced it firsthand. Whether it's being racist, we have lost every advantage that we have in this country. Caller, you on the Mace Jackson Show.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm not good. How are you?
Hello?
Hello? Hey, caller. How are you?
Good. Thank you. Good. Thank you. Good. Well, you're not saying anything wrong at all. Everything you're saying is the truth. But let's not forget about Rodney King. Not forget about him. 30 years ago, Rodney King, how they did Rodney King. Let's not forget about him. And those officers got off, and they walk in the streets today and they working other jobs.
Man, it's just tough for me to know that we have to apologize for being enslaved. Like we can't forget Rodney King. I mean, here's the reality is, I could go on and 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 show you the videos. And there's nobody coming to our defense. All you need to do is look at the difference between what happened in Highland Park and what happened in Garfield Park. Caller, thank you for your call. I punished for reading and sharing what he read in a book. Not punished for the producing the movie. Not the producers aren't punished. The purveyor of the movie is not punished. But Kyrie is. Now, I'm going to tell you that this is the result of y'all forgiving every damn body for every damn thing. This is the result of y'all clapping when y'all president, the most powerful in the world, powerful man in the world, sings Amazing Grace instead of whoop that ass. We have become such apologists that we will now apologize for the truth. Remember when I read the statement from the Brooklyn Nets yesterday? And y'all was already, remember, I just want to point out this, right? Because this is another lesson I think we had. Remember y'all was calling him, y'all told him he should name his son John and all type of stuff, and you threw all the Elohims away, and you see how quickly we were ready to shred him? He didn't go to the meeting with the ADL. Listen to it. But we said, give us Barabbas without even the story, yo. They tried to clean it up. He didn't. You watched him on the show. They tried to pull it out. Every single time they've tried to bend him, he hasn't. But they know, if y'all would have watched, when I saw Jason Williams up there talking about he don't know if Kyrie should ever get another chance, and some of y'all gonna be like, man, he didn't get the jab. He didn't get this, and this what, and y'all all, and everybody call him crazy. It's tough being crazy, man. It's tough. All I would tell you is, and I must say how much I admire Kyrie. He got a lot more financial resources to hold out. But we know. And if y'all don't think that they gonna do something to Kyrie in the next year, Brother Anthony, who was it? Mahmoud Abdul Rauf, Chris Jackson, one of the top point guards in the country, in the nation. Shaq's point guard. Got knowledge of self, ended his career. Y'all talk, we like to shut up and dribble when it's sexy, when it's cool, when it's cute. Who's got his back? Who? Player suspended for his religious beliefs? 5 games?
If he never apologizes, he will never play for the Brooklyn Nets again. Guarantee you. He has at least. That's why they put at least. They put that there after five games.
Let me tell you, and then
evaluate.
And we'll cook him if he go back, knowing damn well y'all go back for a $36,000 a year job, but gonna cook him because he gonna be the right. So I just need for y'all to. I need for y'all to understand the conundrum that's out there. I also want everybody that was in the chat yesterday, who called his family out, called his names out, called him everything. It is why you can't be for your people, because if you do, they gonna cook you. And even if you slip, they not there to catch you. They ready to put oil on the banana peel. Do y'all understand the pressure that it is right now? And let me tell you, could you imagine if instead of waking up and everybody was, man, he gonna have to learn, everybody, even if everybody was just quiet, I would have accepted quiet. But what I saw on ESPN yesterday, that, my dude, fam, they did a whole half-hour segment on anti-Semitism, never once referring to the Oxford Dictionary. And every black person around, nobody even asked a question. It was yes, 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 how do we? Now who said the Bulls? What's the ownership?
He would never play on an NBA court again unless he fully apologizes and say the words that they want him to see.
What are the words?
I apologize for my anti-Semitic comments. I was unaware. No, I'm not anti-Semitic. I will attend classes and go to events to be educated on my anti-Semitic. He has to physically say that those were anti-Semitic, not true, and all that. Like, he has to say that. He has to dismiss any idea of that a theory having a 1% truth to it, and that right there is saying it to his 17 million fans on this one and another 5 million on this one. It'd be like, oh, okay, well, he tripping. Black people is gonna listen, be like, oh, okay, and then it's denounced right there. But if he does not say that, with Adam Silver being Jewish, he will never play on the NBA court again.
Okay. I ain't like the nigga no way. We thought he was free. He thought he was free. All right, y'all. Will you tell me something good? Riis, go ahead, hit the music. Tell me something. I don't even. You don't even feel like telling us?
Can we tell something?
I'm going to tell you something real good. Look, y'all, this is the Maze Jackson Show. We're going to run up out of here. Wow. Real quick. Well, Riis, go ahead. You got to tell him something good. Come on. Give him something. You got to say something good.
You know, it's, let me see. It is, I don't know. I'm trying to think about.
Hey, man, week 304 started back this week.
You know what, man? We back. Man, you're right. Week 304 started back. We back. Man, you know, man, and I'm always blessed to be here, man. Another Friday, another day on God's green earth. You know, another day that you learn something new, you know, and that's really it, man. It's Friday, man.
Amen. Thank God it's Friday. This is the Maze Jackson Show. Oh, so I'll tell you, my son's got a college visit tomorrow. So I'm gonna be riding. I don't know. I really do think it was kind of bogus for it to be scheduled at 8 o'clock in the morning. That was really shady, but I'm going to let that be. Don't forget, Lucretia Burtz has her Zoom call tonight. BP1, I'm going to need somebody to jump on that call for me, make sure that we're there. But I will post the information on the Zoom call. Finishing up, y'all got to come check out Obsidian in the next 2 weeks. We're going to be having an open house.
Shop, yeah. I strolled in there the other day. And I ain't even know where I was at. When I strolled in there the other day. I was like, what is this Rome?
What is this, Velvet? I'm going to tell you, I am excited about what it is coming. It's kicked my butt, but by the time we come out, it will be good. Shout out to Norman Bolden over at Haven Supper Club. We got an international conference this week coming to Obsidian, so I'm excited to show it off. And we got a paid event tomorrow night, so I'm excited about that as well. Don't forget, also, if you have not gotten your tickets, come check me and Ruthie out at the Sigma Gamma Rho Founders Day celebration. It's their centennial celebration. Look, y'all, this is the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. DJ Riis the Ruler. Yes, I did. Well, every single day we ask the question, what's in it for the black people? And if you don't like it, you can still tell them.
Kyrie said it?
No. I ain't like that nigga no way. Maze said, we out of here. Peace.
Let's get down to business and go ahead and address the facts, man. Lightfoot seems more lesbian than black. Rahm Emanuel's another case. He was just as tired. 50 closed schools left much to be desired. Police had Anjanette naked on that body cam. They suppressed the footage so it couldn't touch a lot of hands. Reminds me of that 16 shots in that cover-up. Both of them similar, so I went and dug it up. George Floyd killed, a lot of riots happened in the town. Southside burned and they wouldn't let them bridges down. Grandmother sick, need a prescription and plus a couple groceries. You gon' have to travel just to get it down. COVID-19 out here shutting all the business down. Not enough SBA loans to even give around. So many failed businesses that you could put them in the pile. If you don't survive the pandemic, it's gon' sit you down. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods. crack smoke. System that milked us so bad we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it